What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. We live. Real quick. Little quick one. We just got a little quick one real quick. That's all.
Why that black girl talking to them white boys? Why that black girl talking to them white boys? Why that black girl talking to them white boys? You gonna make your daddy mad? You gonna make your daddy mad?
Come in and come back.
You gonna make your daddy mad? You gonna make your daddy mad? Fucking with them white boys cause you think you got it bad. Chasing on the white boys cause you think you need a bag. Chasing on the white boys cause you think you need a swag. He ain't never gonna fly your ass to Dubai. He races on the low, don't believe that lie. Bring that mix, baby, home, you make your mama cry. He say nigga once, then I'm up in that fire. Why that black girl talking to them white boys? Why that black girl talking to them white boys? Why that black girl talking to them white boys? You gonna make your daddy mad? You gonna make your daddy mad? You gonna make your daddy mad? And we used to be slaves. Girl, you got your ancestors rolling in their grave. I read that you playing and our prayers is the face. You can say that girl, she ain't trying to be safe. Why the hell your ass out here sucking white dick? While other niggas out here chasing white chicks. Gotta blame the man cause it's all by design. Wiping out a race, we just gotta give it time. Why that black girl talking to them white boys? Why that black girl talking to them white boys? Why that black girl talking to them white boys? You gonna make your daddy mad? You gonna make your daddy mad? You gonna make your daddy mad? I don't care if my mama mad, got a white chick, thick thighs and a fat ass. I don't care if my mama get upset, got a white chick sucking dick, give a stupid neck. If it's snowing, I ain't going, got a white girl horn, and you know I got the money and the still torn. PAT still flowing, got a white girl snoring, and you know you sucking dick and she still snoring.
Niggas said sucking.
What a black girl talking to them white boys.
Niggas said, and you know she's sucking dick and she's still snoring. Let's go, y'all. Chat, what up? Caught you on a spur of the moment at the late night. Caught you on a spur of the moment at the late night. It's that late night flow. Late night light. Who in the chat? Y'all hit that super chat. Let's get it poppin'. Put all the Texas in the house. Put all the Texas in the building. Albert, what it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. What up? I told you. I told you. I can't even play my I told you, man. But all my night owls out there. We about to go over a few things. 607 home. Dr. Umar. Brother Polite, Young Pharaoh. The black conscious community as a whole. Everybody get in. All right. Hope you got your weed. Hope you got your pistachios. Hope you got you something to drink. And I hope you got time to think. Let's put the pieces of the puzzle together. Got the good old agua. I need to drink y'all some water. Got the wife in the kitchen cooking that late night mission. You know what I'm saying? What's down? What's down with it? Gang, 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 gang. All right, hold up. Let me turn this out real quick. Let me turn this off real quick. What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. What y'all trying to talk about tonight, man? Poland Spring or Pure Life water? What this is? Pure Life. Pure Life. Got me some Pure Life water. Now you hit it on the head, Tanner LaFleur. You hit it on the head, LaFleur. Got that Pure Life in this joint. Yes, sir. Because I live a pure life. I live a pure life. Why wouldn't I drink pure life? Why would I drink a water to match my life? Pure. All right? That's my favorite water. Pure life. All right, we in the building. We in the building. Like my great minds think alike. That's all that is. Great minds think alike. Man, what's been going on in the news that I didn't hear about? We about to talk about. We about to bring up these receipts. We about to bring up these receipts to that good old magical hit list. Y'all remember that good old magical hit list that I used to have? Remember like a year ago? Remember like a year ago? I was calling people out on the magical hit list. And the same people I was calling out on the magical hit list getting dealt with now. Y'all remember that? If y'all don't, I will jog your memory. I will jog your memory after these beautiful, wonderful, like 5 pistachios I got left. I will jog your memory, all right? But see this right here? This is your go-to when you're fasting. When you fasting, eat you some nuts, preferably pistachios. I'm just eating this to hold me over as an appetizer until my homemade McGriddle come through. I got a whole chef in the kitchen whipping me up some cold-blooded McGriddle. Hopefully y'all get to see what it look like. Cause I'm not trying to be on here long. I'm just trying to be on here strong. You dig? But Gino, please everybody, before we begin, can y'all hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button, to your mama, sister, brother, cousin, daddy, uncle, friend, son, daughter. What up, T Money? What's good, Gene? What's good, Gino? What's good, T Money? What the business is, what it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. We are back for another one in this bit. Done purred. All right. How many of y'all? How many of y'all eating right now? How many people in the live eat healthy? Ain't no shame in your game. Shit, we all in hell. You know, in case you didn't know, Earth is hell. We all in this bitch. Some of us got better seats than others in this bitch, but we all in this bitch. So no shame in the game now. What is what is for the most? See what niggas said? For the most part. What is the most part? What is the most part? Hold on. Nigga said I ate Chipotle. Huh? All right. Shit. Somebody said you ate Chipotle today. Oh, you ate that Chipotle? You was eating that Chipotle? I try my best, but I only eat one moderate sized meal per day. Wow. You only eat once a day? That's called intermittent fasting. When you only eat once a day. I eat stuff I'm not supposed to sometimes, like candy. Oh yeah, you all the way out there with the candy. I eat healthy 5 days out of 7. What are you calling healthy though? That's what I'm saying. Cause a lot of the shit y'all calling healthy ain't healthy. Just because you don't eat meat don't mean you eating healthy. I had some fruit too. Oh, okay. Niggas say it's hard out here. Man, it ain't hard. You know what's hard? Beating yourself and disciplining yourself. It ain't hard. It ain't the food. It ain't the only thing that's hard is beating yourself and disciplining yourself, everybody. So at the end of the day, that's what you want it. You want it hard. You know why? Because that's where the growth happens at. Nothing happens in the comfort zone. When you comfortable and you chilling, ain't nothing going on when you comfortable and chilling. That's why you comfortable and you chilling, because ain't nothing going on. But see, when you got it on all Madden, nigga, you gotta watch that computer. That computer, man, the computer be cheating on you when you got it on all Madden. You gotta have all kind of motherfucking cheat codes and motherfucking cold-blooded stacked up players on your team when that all Madden, when you on that all Madden, bro. So are you living life on all Madden? Are you living life on pro, beginner, intermediate, or are you living life on all Madden, which one you living your life on? And that's the whole gist of it. You feel what I'm saying? The whole gist of it is, are you living your life on hard mode? Because if you are, then the next thing you need to be doing is figuring out how to beat the game on hard mode. Because niggas say it's hard out here. It ain't hard out here. It's only hard out here for the people who want it easy. But the people who want it hard get life easy. See, if you want life hard, shit come to you easy. But if you want life easy, shit come to you the hard way. I'm on Superstar on 2K right now. Oh man, you gotta put that shit on. See, you gotta get that Madden. Get on that all Madden. I eat fruit in the morning and drink cold. I eat fruit in the morning, good. I drink cold pressed juice, good. Yogurt, bad. Lunch is salad with salmon. Salad good, salmon bad. So your yogurt and your salmon, you gotta extract that and remove that out your diet. Dead cells, dead food, and I'm not saying remove it permanently out your diet. I'm saying that if it had to die to get to your plate, it's not going to give life to your cellular structure if it had to die to get to you, right? Remember, when you eat an apple, that apple is alive. It's alive. It's alive. Look at right now. I eat this pistachio. This pistachio is nigga can't eat no yogurt. Nigga can't no salmon. Damn, I'm cooked. Well, no, man, you got to learn how to see. Remember, hold on. Oh, here go this old Freemason ass nigga, 47 gang. Okay, my Freemason brother. Y'all welcome too. I love y'all too, bro. I love y'all too. You know why? Because I'm self-initiated and, you know, I keep my Mason jar with me. I keep my Mason jar with me. You feel me? Wow, organic with him with you heard me? You heard me? Nigga talking that New Orleans talk. Whoa, with him with your doc. Oh, that nigga talking that. He about to make my accent come out. You understand what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? You heard me? You about to make the accent come out, Nick. Don't make the accent come out, dog. You don't want. Hey, don't have us going with the yeah, with the yeah, with the yeah. And don't have us talking with the yeah. You understand me? Watermelon, watermelon, cool, gangster. I don't care if it got seeds in it. I don't care if it don't got seeds in it. A watermelon is good for you. See, they be trying to hit y'all and make y'all scared of the fruits and vegetables by talking about, oh, they putting the pesticide, they doing this and that and the third to the produce. Me personally, I feel like they're only doing that shit at Walmart. Don't get your shit from Walmart. And a lot of that shit be propaganda to make you not eat healthy. Well, fuck. If they spraying pesticides on the food, I might as well go get me a burger. The food filled with junk and the fruit filled with junk and pesticide. I might as well go get me a burger. And that's how nigga and that's how niggas say fuck their fruit and fuck their vegetable because they feel like it's poison anyway. All the food poison anyway. I might as well eat the real poison and go to McDonald's. Off topic, but they got a Hurricane Katrina document releasing on Netflix. 20 years later documentary. Hey, look, because remember the non-disclosure agreements that people be under with these occultic Freemason Illuminati contracts. You have to understand the non-disclosure agreement be between 20, 25, and 30 years. So this is why this is why right now, all the shit that happened 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, why you think it's coming to light right now? Because they was under an NDA when they was messing with Bill Cosby. And then boom, was able to bust it. Nigga was under the NDA. They was under them NDA agreements. And certain times passed. And when a certain time passes, you're free from the NDA agreement, and a lot of these stories is coming out. But we're also in the age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius is the information age. And in the information age, all truth, knowledge, understanding, and all the things that all the data and information will be readily available to us at the drop of a dime on by our fingertips. Niggas been cooked since they told us about the forbidden fruit. I heard we entering the fifth dimension. Yes, we are. You heard right, LaFleur. You heard right, LaFleur. And Chakra Doctor is playing a big part. Chakra Doctor is playing an important part to that 5D ascension. All right. How Chakra Doctor playing a big part to that 5D ascension? Man, y'all just seen them 12 billionaires I just offed up. Man, I just whacked like 13 billionaires off the board. Bye. And the Magic just off and the Magic just whacked like how many Ozzy Osbourne, he out of here. Hulk Hogan, yeah. My work. I'm the real Hulk. Nigga, fuck, you see this green on, nigga. I'm the real Hulk. These endemigens, my magical system is removing the old guard, replacing the old guard with a new guard that isn't bought by the reptiles. If you are a slave to the reptiles, then you're not gonna make it to the 5D. You're gonna stay in the 3D and the 4D. 4D for the people who are directly working with the reptiles, 3D for the people who are being directed by the reptiles, 5D for the people who ascended past the reptilian brain complex. True. You think they're gonna have some paid actors in there? Paid actors in where? In the fifth dimension? You talking about the fifth dimension? Paid actors and well. Man, I remember when. Oh yeah, you talking about Katrina? Everything is staged. The world is a stage, bro. Hell yeah, they gonna have some paid actors in there, but a lot of them not gonna be paid. Cause I went through Katrina. I was locked up in jail for Katrina, and they left us for dead in the jail. We had to break out of the jail in order to not drown and die when Katrina hit. Literally. All right. So you want to know something crazy? In jail, I got on a. Listen, in jail, I got sentenced to 12 years in prison on the Friday. On that Friday, Katrina hit that Sunday. I got sentenced to 12 years in jail on Friday, and Katrina hit that Sunday. Let me tell it, it was them giving me 12 years in jail that caused the storm. But I'm just being, conspiracy theorists, right? But that was crazy how ironic how they sentenced me to 12 years in prison, and less than 48 hours after they sentenced me to 12 years in prison, the whole New Orleans flooded from ear to ear. From ear to ear, from rooter to tutor, the whole thing got flooded. Why? Because you can't give the great grand holy father 12 years and not feel it. But man, I remember when Katrina happened, shit was wild watching it on the news. I was living in it. And they literally left us, bro. So, they got 4 floors. No, 5. No, I'm lying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 9 floors at Orleans Parish Prison. In Orleans Parish Prison, that's where I was at when Katrina hit. Bruh, we seen on the news that it was gonna be a bad storm. We didn't know it was gonna be the flood and everything. So when the flood hit, the deputies kept coming. We wondering why the food ain't coming, because in the morning it's time to eat. Boom. Morning, food came. I mean, food didn't come. Afternoon, lunchtime, food didn't come. Dinner time, food didn't come. And guess what? And guess what? Man, everybody was in the jail. I promise you, I kid you no word of lie. Everybody was in the jail waiting on the Caucasian jailers to come bring us some food. And I'm telling them, bro, they not about to bring us no food. They're just pacifying us so that we don't rebel and break up out of here. So we don't rebel and break up out of here. So the first day passed, they ain't bring us no food. Everybody was eating out their box, sharing soups, sharing noodles, and sharing stuff. See, the second day passed and they didn't bring us no food. All of it, all of my fellow prison brethren was like, yeah, and they, well, my last name Dunbar, they would call me Dunbar. Yeah, Dunbar, I think you're right. They ain't coming back, bro. If we gonna make it out of this alive, we're gonna have to break out of here. And that's what we did. We had to go hard and break out of here. Now, here's the kicker. This is how you know they were leaving us for dead. Because when we broke out, so when we got, so boom, we on the second floor. We was on the second floor. No, third floor. Sorry, we was on the third floor. Boom. When we was on the third floor, we broke out. When we get into the stairwell and we're going down the stairs, when we get to the bottom of the stair, when we get to the bottom of the second floor stairwell, water. So when we walk into the first floor, just imagine I'm 6 feet 1 inch tall. The water was right here on me. I'm 6 feet 1 inch tall. I had to stand on my tippy toes, and the water was right here on me. When we get while we walking in the water, bodies, inmates that was on the first floor drowned. Inmates that they left on the first floor floating in the water like something out the movies. Boom. We we like, Lord, I'm like, Lord, and it's funky too. Them dead bodies start, man, them dead bodies with that Mississippi River water and that brackish, that brownish brackish water from the Mississippi River, and them dead bodies floating mixed together. The stench, horrible. Cause you know, them bodies start doing that, what they call that? Rigor mortis. That rigor mortis starts setting and the body start get puffy and right? Man, soon as we laid up there and we got out of the jail, guess who was waiting right there with AR-15s and all kind of guns, assault rifles, waiting on us? NOPD, Homeland Security, all the different officers. So y'all trying to tell me y'all waiting on us to come out of here in case we break out, but y'all ain't got enough humanity in y'all to just come open the gates and let us out so we can come out. Y'all, no, they was really trying to kill us in that jail. So for Hurricane Katrina, I guarantee you, this new Hurricane Katrina documentary about to tell all those untold stories. Because listen, when Hurricane Katrina really hit, them white folks with them guns and them police and all that, man, they was lynching niggas. They was hanging dudes. They was unaliving dudes and burning them in their cars, right? Um, Man, it was so much commotion going on. And just to think, Oprah, old devil ass, come down and try to give us a good word. Man, nigga wasn't trying to hear no Oprah. You ain't coming up off a Cadillac. You ain't coming up off no money. Miss Billionaire. Nigga don't want to hear, nigga don't want to talk to you. Nigga was booing Oprah. Boo! Get your stupid ass about the super. Get your stupid ass about the Superdome. And she had to get about the Superdome. Yeah, man. And they had us in. They had it, man. It was crazy. They didn't have. I was an inmate though. They didn't have us in the Superdome. They had us on the bridge. We sitting on the bridge. They hitting all the unruly inmates with pepper spray hitting us. We getting pepper sprayed by default. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, I'll never forget it. My little partner Percy Allen, my little partner Percy was my chain mate. They had, they put the leg, they put the cuffs on your legs, and they put the cuff on your arm. They put the cuff on your left, they put the cuff on my left leg, cuff on my left arm, and put the cuff on his right leg, and the cuff on his right arm, and we gotta walk together in sync, right? Went on a bus and they brought us to Hunt's prison. Hunt's prison is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Hunt's is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or close to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I think it's in Baton Rouge, but it was in Baton Rouge. Boom, and then we went from Hunt's, and then from Hunt's, they brought me to, I got shipped to Angola. And we was in Angola, It was and Hurricane Katrina was over with for me. I was in Angola, then I ended up going into some more prisons and doing time and doing time and doing time, and boom, and that's how my Hurricane Katrina experience was. You feel me? Question: Where and why are there names? Where? Question: Where and why are there names for hurricane? Well, I don't know about where, but I do know why they give names to hurricanes, because hurricanes are hurricanes are destructive forces, right? Hurricanes are destructive forces, and they cause a lot of damage. So they give them names to keep record of the particular hurricane that that landed. So, for instance, Hurricane Katrina was the last major one, but before that, you had like everyone that my mom and them talk about was Hurricane Betsy, right? And Hurricane Betsy was the hurricane of that time. You feel what I'm saying? But them hurricanes come through and they destroy it, and we always like to just name stuff. We like to label, judge, criticize, and condemn. This is America. We label, we judge it, we criticize, and condemn it. Why the hell we got to name the pistachios Southern Grove pistachios? It's just a pistachio, right? No, we got to name it. We brand everything, including hurricanes. We brand everything, including hurricanes. So that's why they give them name, bro. Everything got a name. What's up with the Vatican? How can we access it? Well, number one, the Vatican is America. Remember? The Vatican is in Rome, Italy. Rome, Italy is who? The mob. The mob's main headquarters outside of Rome is where? America. New York, Florida, Louisiana, Chicago, California, Texas, and most shit on the tri-state area. Atlanta, Georgia, the area of Georgia, Tennessee. This is where all the mobs at. The mob is here. So when you talk about the Vatican, you're talking about the mob. When you're talking about the Vatican, you're talking about Rome. When you in Rome, what does the saying say? When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. We are in Rome. This is why on your phone could remember on them old phones, your phones could be Roman. And this is why Nicki Minaj named her shit Roman's Revenge. And her alter ego is named what? Roman. This is why in the Bible, they got a book in the Bible called Romans. This is why in love, sex, and relationships, they call it romance. Romance. How can you now? What do you mean by how can you access the Vatican? I don't get that part. What do you mean by how can you access it in terms of seeing and getting the secrets? How can you access it in terms of magically dismantling the Vatican and magically dismantling Rome? Or how can you get it? Meaning, how can I join? How can I join them people? How can I join them boys? I'm trying to get down. Which one? The Doc Ben set up shop. I've been set up shop at this bit, dog. I've been set up shop, baby. I've been set up shop, baby. When it says when the weather, hold up. When the weather people spot the hurricane in radar, they got the naming. Yeah, that's true. But they name it because these hurricanes got their own identification. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, Somebody said, "Damn, bro, I know that shit was wild. I know you got stories, bro. The body. Listen, just the body count alone. I ain't never seen no stuff like that. But the police were abandoning their stations. The firefighters abandoning ship. All of the people who's supposed to rescue us and help us, they're in the same boat with us. They can't rescue us. They can't help us. They're in the same boat with us. Looting, shooting, raping, attacks, right? And then don't talk about. So this is why Atlanta. When you come to Atlanta, this is why you see a heavy New Orleans presence in Atlanta. Why? Because the two places we fled when Katrina happened was Houston, Atlanta. Houston, Atlanta. That's where we had fleet. That's where we had that's where we had took refuge to. Yeah, I don't need the thing. I can see it right here. Uh, that's where we had took refuge to. Hold on. That's what we had. So when you come to Atlanta, you'll see like New Orleans restaurants and New Orleans this and New Orleans that. Even though New Orleans Saints and Atlanta are, rival teams, right? You'll see that. Why? Because a lot of New Orleanians migrated to Atlanta. And a lot of New Orleanians migrated to Houston. And when we migrated to Houston, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be the first to say it. When we migrated to Houston and when we migrated to Atlanta, Atlanta and Houston downgraded. I remember Atlanta used to be beautiful, especially downtown. Now downtown look like a home, like a homeless shelter, like a homeless man's refuge. I blame that on New Orleans. I blame that on poverty-stricken, my poverty-minded ass city in New Orleans. I swear to God. And what you call it? Remember T.I. made that song? Man, these niggas in New Orleans is doing it, and you ain't saying that. Remember he was dry snitching about how all the niggas in New Orleans was doing this and that and third on them song? He wasn't lying. Man, don't even talk about Houston, man. Them people opened their arms up to New Orleans, bro. And them dudes started robbing them people, started jagging them people, started doing all kind of crazy stuff, bro. I was embarrassed for a little while. I wasn't even telling people I was from New Orleans when I used to come out of town because New Orleans had gave us such a bad rep. I didn't want that to fall on me like that, man. But it was crazy. No, yeah, it was crazy. The whole city was evacuating, or at least try. Yeah, no, real shit everywhere. Yeah, yeah, they had us fucked all the way up, man. What's good? What's good, DMTV family and Doc? What's up? What's up, Doc? What's up, Dre? Oh, Dre Deaky? I don't know, bro. That's some old freaky ass. You a freaky nigga, huh? Dre Deaky? I don't even like saying that. I'm just call you Dre. I'm gonna just call you Dre, Mr. Dre Deaky. That's a wild ass story for man. Listen, bro, it was crazy, Gino. Man, Gino, it was wild. Imagine folks had life sentences that broke out. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They had people that broke out and got away, ain't never been caught since. And another thing that happened? A lot of the records, because New Orleans is a old what they call that? Antique. It's like an antique city. When they call that historical. It's a historical city. And a lot of the records, a lot of the buildings, a lot of the stuff is not electronic. It's all, manual and paper. And man, when that flood happened, a lot of people's records got lost. A lot of people got lost in the system, tossed in the system. They got dudes who weren't even supposed to be in jail. They had dudes who had traffic tickets, wasn't even supposed to be in that bitch, was doing time because the people couldn't find their records. And they had niggas who had escaped that was supposed to be in that bitch, not doing time because they couldn't find the records. It was going crazy. Yeah, it was going crazy, bro. It was going crazy. That's what really reshaped New Orleans because I ain't gonna lie. After Katrina, that's when they gentrified New Orleans. They gentrified all of the hoods in New Orleans after Katrina. I feel like that Katrina flooding. I feel like the Hurricane Katrina flooding was them. 'Cause everybody heard the explosion that broke the levees. It wasn't no flood. It wasn't no flood that broke the levees. It was a loud boom. Sounded like thunder, but it was after the hurricane had passed. It sounded like thunder. Boom. And we was like, what the fuck was that? And next thing you know, water everywhere. And they broke the levees to cause Hurricane Katrina so that they can gentrify all of the, because New Orleans got projects. You had the Melpomene Project, the Callio Project, the Magnolia Project, you know what I'm saying, the Iberville Project. You had all the projects. All these projects that I'm naming right now are no longer in existence after Hurricane Katrina. After Hurricane Katrina, all of the projects in New Orleans got a makeover, and all the black people that used to stay in the projects in New Orleans are no longer. They got probably like a sprinkle, about 10 to 20 people that originally from that project that still stay in the new versions of the project. Because it's not even project no more, it's these townhouses. And they regentrified. They got whites, Hispanics, and Asians living in the old projects where black people used to stay in New Orleans. So what they did was they flooded New Orleans so they could push black people out and move and push the black New Orleanians out. And they moved to Atlanta, they moved to Texas, and they tore down the buildings, re-gentrified it, rebuilt it, and now in the same project, man, you could go right now to Iberville project. White people are living in the Iberville project. What used to be the Iberville project. What used to be the Magnolia project. White folks living in that bit. What used to be the they still got black people. They still got black people, but they old. They old, they ain't no real, they still got black people in it though in some of the projects, but a lot of it's really integrated and re-gentrified. You feel me? And gentrified. You feel what I'm saying? I think they trying to play in our face with these Katrina docs because it's obvious them bitches dirty, but niggas ain't gonna niggas ain't gonna get no get back. Man, listen, the only way I keep telling y'all, the only way you can truly get back against this system is not physical. You're not gonna be able to come together with four, fives, and nines and get these people back. Why? Because they got missiles. They got missiles. They got tanks. They got way more better and bigger guns, and they got drones. They got drones and they got robot dogs, robot soldiers. They about to be deploying robot soldiers over there in the Middle East in a minute. So get taken to the streets and grabbing guns and doing you can't defeat the white people with their own Heckler and Koch, Smith and Wessons. You can't you can't do that. Why? Because they're gonna pull out the army tanks. They're gonna pull out the big old armored Humvee. They got big old artillery out the wazoo. You're not trying to do that. But you know what way we can beat them? The way that we was meant to beat them. And what way are we meant to beat them? Magically. But all y'all niggas so scared of milking Jesus that y'all are afraid of our original ancestral magic that we have innately in our bones and in our DNA and in our melanin, and we come from it. But because they have enslaved our minds with milking Jesus, they've enslaved our minds with arm, leg, arm, head, a la the holla, right? We are so in fear of Saturn's control through these religions that we are afraid to practice our original great grand holy mother given ancestral magic. But we here at the great grand holy mother of all divine, at the church of the great grand holy mother of all divine, my church is reintroducing ancestral magic back and better than ever, newer than ever, because now it's in algorithm form, made for 2025 time, adapted to these times, and made to destroy. And this is how you bring down the Vatican. In case you want to know how to bring down, I got access to the Vatican. I'm gonna bring it down, right? And we're about to show you the receipts. I'm about to show you the receipts in a second of the magical hit list. After I answered it, well, they was trying to no, they wasn't trying. Man, you know how many people died in Katrina? Thousands. Thousands died in Katrina. They didn't try. They sacrificed a few thousand of us. They sacrificed a few thousand of us. Boom, real shit. After Katrina, them white people turned right back to Jim Crow. Yup. For Katrina, they was, hold on. Boom. Uh, yeah, they turned right. Hurry up. It's about to, come on. Hurry. Fuck. What's good, man? You got it. Damn. All right. Uh, what's good, DMTV family and Doc? Everybody after Katrina came to Texas. Everybody after Katrina came to Texas. I live in Dallas. Most went to Houston because it was closest, but it was people coming to Dallas too. I was still in elementary school. I remember that shit. Yeah, and they was doing, man. And right now to this day, New Orleans has a bad aura, a bad stench in Atlanta and in Houston because of that Hurricane Katrina stuff, bro. A lot of people don't trust New Orleanians right now because of that Hurricane Katrina stuff, bro. Hurricanes and be named after women to now they be named after dude too. You had Hurricane Daniel. They named. I think they name them. I think they name them according one be a female and then the next one be a male, and then one be a female and then the next one be a male, and that's how they do it. Hurricane season is approaching right now. We speak. If I'm not mistaken, this is August, and if I'm not mistaken, Hurricane Katrina hit August 29th. So hurricanes be named after women to peep. Yup, Mother Nature. Yeah, the mob still running wild in 2025. Yup. They don't gotta break ankles no more. They don't gotta break kneecaps no more. All they gotta do is start social media pages, and the rest is history. What are your thoughts on Agenda 2030? Uh, that's a failing agenda. Agenda 2030 is a failing agenda. Why? We too woke for it now. We too woke for it now. In 5 years, it'll be 2030, and they ain't haven't accomplished even half the shit that Agenda 2030 is trying to accomplish. They're gonna try it in 2028 for Trump's last for Trump's it's still behind it, man. Damn. Uh, uh they still trying. Yeah, get some spray. We got spray. Get that spray under there. Hit it. Hit that bitch. Uh, facts. I went straight to the A, and all of my partners as well went to Houston. Yeah, Atlanta, a wild place now. Yeah, remember, and remember, Atlanta was not this gay before New Orleans moved here. Go back and rewind the clock. I'm from New. I'm from New Orleans. There is a heavy homosexual culture in my city. So much so, y'all know Big Frida the dick eater, you better believe her. Right there. Hurry up, right there. Look, get it. All right. Ah, that motherfucker flying. Told you. Ah, get that bitch. Get that bitch. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Had to kill a bug. It's summertime. You know them bugs be coming in your house now. Atlanta, a wild place now. So remember, uh, uh, we got a heavy yak culture in New Orleans. And if you notice, before Katrina, Atlanta was Atlanta. After Katrina, Atlanta became Yaglanta. Okay, come on, man. Y'all see Kevin Gates. Y'all be seeing Kevin Gates. Y'all be seeing NBA young boy and Kevin Gates, and they not even from New Orleans. They from Baton Rouge. But they get that from, New Orleans is the city in Louisiana that sets the tone and the swag of Louisiana. So New Orleans, it sets the tone. And remember, New Orleans was a city before Louisiana was a state. So a lot of New Orleanians don't even claim Louisiana because New Orleans was a city before Louisiana was a state. New Orleans was, is the foundation. Remember, it's called the Louisiana Purchase, but the reason why the Louisiana Purchase was so successful is because of New Orleans, right? Memphis 9 Ether, the doc is back. You already know late night getting in. Isn't the Mississippi River actually the Nile River from the Bible? Yes, you are 100% correct. See, look up cold-blooded McGriddles. McGriddles, nigga. Cold-blooded McGriddle. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all old lady know how to cook? Does your wives or your girlfriends cook for you? And if so, are they good cookers? But isn't the Mississippi River actually the Nile River from the Bible? Yes. I did a whole live. If you go on Dwayne's channel, press the live, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom and start working your way up to the top, you'll see the video where I say the motherland, motherland is really in America. Yes, but yes, you're right on that. Not sugar coated show. Hold on, let me put that on there. Y'all read that from Not Sugar Coated show. Yes, the real motherland is in Tameri, or what is today what y'all call America, but it's really Tamerica. They removed the T. Ain't nothing original about these people. They removed the T and called it America, right? But in actuality, it's Tamerica, Tameri, and the Egypt over in Africa is actually a Tameri transplant. So all they did was reverse it. They made y'all think that we came over from Africa when in actuality, a lot of us from over here migrated to Africa. Okay? Remember, the real Memphis, the real think about this. You ever wonder why Memphis Bleak calls himself Memphis Bleak and he's from New York? He's not from Memphis? Because they're talking about the Memphis over here. They're talking about the real Memphis is what? The Egyptian Kemet Memphis, right? Speaking of Memphis, Memphis not either, right? Gotta go back on gotta get back on that Time Miracle wave, Doc. I remember you put me on like 5 years ago. I told you. Yeah, man. I've been put y'all on that Time Mary, man. Time America. This is the true motherland. The root chakra of the earth is in California in Mount Shasta. The root chakra of the earth is in California in Mount Shasta. Think about it. Everything starts at the root of a tree. The root of the tree then grows, right? And goes to the what? The sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, and so on and so on, right? The tree of life. It's called a tree of life. Where's the root of the tree of life? Into America, aka America. You feel me? Everything got washed away when the flood happened. Yeah, yeah. They clean shop. No, they really clean house on some shit. They really clean house on some shit. Like for real, for real. Shit. No, you said it right, but it was play on words to the last part of my name, which is Mulu. Oh yeah, Mulu Diki. Nigga, Mulu Diki. Boy, I know they were making fun of your ass in school, nigga. Dre Mulu Diki. I know they was getting you, they was roasting you, bitch. They was getting your ass in school, nigga. Find crystals by Mississippi River all the time. Yep. All facts. They land grabbed us, yet repairing that prison had to be. They never repaired it. Nigga, why you think them recent dudes that just broke out the prison was able to break out? They never repaired the money. All they did was clean up the mess. They didn't repair a damn thing, man. They didn't repair a damn thing, bro. I think they do that after natural. You know what they did do? They built a new jail. They didn't. The old Orleans Parish prison closed down. Hurricane Katrina closed that down, and the new Orleans Parish prison is a new jail. They didn't repair nothing though. They just built something new. I think they do that after a natural disaster, like money, land. Yeah, man, because you know how many people made money off Hurricane Katrina cleaning up that mess? You know how many people made money off of Hurricane Katrina cleaning up that mess? Man. And a lot of street niggas are different. I remember watching the Deontay Kyle podcast, and he was talking about how New Orleans street. Yeah, hey, look, see that? See. I'm about to tell you right now. See, like Juvenile, BG, Turk, Birdman, and all them niggas. Man, that's some real street shit right there. That's some real street shit that turned into some rap shit. That's some real street. You ready for the kicker? You ain't never really hear about nobody. You ain't never really hear about nobody punking or doing anything to cash money that made them look like some bitch ass niggas. You ain't never, you seen old Bird, you might have seen a nigga surrounded, you might have seen old Birdman was surrounded in California by the Crips, but nigga, you in California, you on their turf. You ain't about to, man, I'm not about to be no Iron Chest Charlie surrounded by a whole bunch of gang members in a territory that's not mine. I'm not about to do that. I don't think no real nigga will do that. Cause they got real niggas everywhere. Real niggas, street niggas everywhere. But when you talk about cash money and you talk about that movement of cash money, you know who just got out of jail? And I don't know why they trying to label him a snitch. You can't snitch on dead people, y'all. Let's get this shit. Let's get this clear. They trying to call Gangster Williams a snitch because he told on a dead man, a man who can't rise from the grave and refute the shit. He put the crimes on a dead man. Listen, if we in the streets, if you and me partners and we in the streets doing crimes, and I die and you go to jail, you better put everything on me. You better blame everything on me, bro. Blame everything on me. I'm dead. All right, what I'm gonna do? Come back from the grave and be like, nah, nigga, that wasn't me, that was you, niggas. Chill, bro. A lot of people buying real shit. They got most of us scared of voodoo and magic that come from us. Yes, they got us scared of it. Speaking of which, The reason why they got you scared of it is because once you have that, once you gain access to it, that's a wrap. Once you gain access to the real power, the real magic, that's a wrap. The London Bridge is going to come falling down. That's why they don't want you with it. So they'll hit you with milk and Jesus. Because they hit you with milk and Jesus, remember, Saturn is the god of Christianity. And the number one trait, one of the number one traits of Saturn is he is the god of fear. He is also the god of time and agriculture. So that's why farming is so important in this over in America, right? And just farming is so important, period, in this grid, because man was made to till the soil. But who was the god of the Bible? Saturn. So you're really just worshiping Saturn, right? All of us. You spend that dollar says, "In God we trust." Who is their God? Saturn. Why? Because Saturn is the god of Rome. What is America? Rome. So the god of Rome, aka Saturn, rules Rome, aka America. See how that go? So yeah, they got us scared to depraved. I wasn't scared. I grew up off a bone crusher. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. Yeah, you feel me? As an African, I heard people also say that Houston and Atlanta became ran down due to the influx of black immigrants and the alphabet community. Yep, that was New Orleans. But speaking of magic, we about to get into that too. You see the name of this joint? What happened to the black community? My magical hit list. We about to get into my magical hit list real quick. Hold up, let me get to the rest of these comments. What happened to the conscious community? That's a good question, DJ. You know what happened to the conscious community, y'all? Chakra doctor. Y'all remember? All y'all remember my magical hit list. In case you don't remember, in case you forgot, I'll remind you. In case you forgot, I shall remind you. Because he was on my magical hit list. Is he still? Hold up. Still Rashad Jamal? Because he was on my magical hit list. Is he still? Hold on. Rashad Jamal was on my magical hit list. Everybody, where is Rashad Jamal? I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Messing with them little girls. Got you gone. Wait a minute. Is he still dead, alive, in jail? Where he at? What happened to Brother Panic? He was on my magical hit. Brother Panic was on my magical hit list. Where is Brother Panic now? He is with his maker. He is with his Lord and Savior Saturn right now as we speak. Magical hit list. Let's keep going. Hit list. Brother Panic. Brother Panic was on my magical hit list. What happened to him? Young Pharaoh, you was on the magical hit list. What happened to you? Young Pharaoh was on the magical hit list. What happened to Young Pharaoh? He done gone crazy. He done gone crazy. He don't even want to do no live streams no more. He don't even believe that the black woman is God anymore. Remember when he came out talking about the black woman was God? He don't believe that no more. Young Pharaoh, why don't you believe that the black woman is God anymore? And remember, me and you were supposed to do a musical song collab, but you reneged on me. And now look at you. Look at you now, man. Look at you now, man. The magical hit list continues. You, Dr. Umar, was on the magical hit list. What happened to you? Dr. Umar. What's going on with Dr. Umar, y'all? Is he losing the school or is he not losing school? Wait a minute. What's happening? You ain't gonna never see no school. You heard what I just said? You ain't gonna never see no school, nigga. Okay. Brother Sanchez, you surviving by the skin of your teeth. Brother Sanchez, you surviving by the skin of your teeth. Keep doing what you do. Surviving by the skin of your teeth. Going on with you? I don't know what's going on with you, but you on that magical hit list. Okay. Brother Polite, what happened to you? You on that magic? Whatever happened to Brother Polite, y'all? Can anyone, anybody? Isn't the Bible locations actually America? Yes, they are. For instance, Egypt is actually located in Illinois, and Judah is located in Utah. Yes, you are correct. Not sugar-coated show. You are 100% correct. I ain't got to say nothing but yes. Sound went off for a sec. Harvey, da, 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 yep, Hurricane Harvey. My little bro was born during Katrina my last year. And damn, your little bro was born through Katrina. Your little bro 20 years old now. Golly, time flies, huh? His last year in is probably going to be quick. Oh yeah, Donald Trump's last. Remember, Donald Trump is the trumpet that blows in Revelation. Remember they said the angels gonna blow the trumpet. Donald Trump is the trumpet that they blowing in Revelation. You feel me? Uh, yeah, I live in Atlanta, man. Atlanta is most definitely different, nigga. Most definitely different. I live in Atlanta, and Atlanta is very unique, to say the least. I love Atlanta because number one, like for instance, the neighborhood I stay in, the neighborhood I stay in is majority black. You trying to tell me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 $100,000 homes, and it's all black people? You can't. I love that for Atlanta. I love that, and a lot of Atlanteans are, uh, they're not hard. It's just the young niggas. The young niggas epidemic is going. The YN epidemic is going crazy, but got a lot of lot of black entrepreneurs in Atlanta. A lot of black owned. Don't come to look and don't come if you don't come to Atlanta looking for no love. If you gonna move to Atlanta with a mind state of abundance, wealth, health, getting to the bag, building and securing a financial, economic stability for yourself. That's what Atlanta is for. Atlanta is for networking, getting to the money, partying, and bullshitting. That's what Atlanta for. You feel me? Me personally, I can't be outside too much in Atlanta because it's too yagged out. It got a lot of yagged out, but at the same time, it ain't. It is, but it ain't. You feel what I'm saying? Depending on what circles you're in, but it is. It most definitely is. Man, the last time one of the last door dashes I had received, uh, I forgot the dude name. I forgot the dude name on the door dash, but it was a dude, but he was shaped like a female. Nigga said, nah, New Orleans punks is different. I keep telling you. We grew up, our bounce music is created by punks. Like 607 Unk. 607 Unk Punk. We about to get into him in a minute. No, bruh. Nigga said, no, bruh. Stop that. We did not make Atlanta. Shit. Nigga, before we moved here, nigga, Atlanta was chilling. After we moved here, now Atlanta is the number one, Atlanta is the number one gay spot for black people. All the gays live in Atlanta. All of them. All of them. Shit. What do you think? Oh, wait a minute. Let me back up. Charles Jones. Let's get this clear, Charles. The whole of America, the whole of America copies or follows New Orleans swag knowingly or unknowingly. All right, I'm gonna show you for instance. I'm gonna show you how the whole game copies off New Orleans and and we just don't get the credit for it. You ready? Stepping. When niggas say I'm gonna step on you and I'm a stepper and all this stepping stuff, where you think they get that from? We the original hot steppers, right? Okay. When they talking about them sticks, them yop sticks and them choppers, nigga, where you we chop a city, right? Wearing skinny jeans. That was a New Orleans nigga brought you that. The reason why y'all niggas are eating booty and talking about eating pussy now, a New Orleans nigga brought you that. Huh? Right or wrong? Reason why y'all niggas are sipping lean right now. A New Orleans nigga made and popularized that that was a Texas thing. A nigga from New Orleans took that Texas thing and made it global. Now everybody double cupping. Am I lying? Am I lying? All of the dreadlocks, all of the dreadlocks You see a lot of niggas with the dreadlocks. You see a lot of niggas with the locks. That locks are global. Don't get it twisted. But who made locks really, 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 really just in like, oh, them niggas from New Orleans. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on, Magickal Hit List. Hit List. Nature Boy, what happened to you? Nature Boy on my was on my Magickal Hit List. He is doing life. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. All is fair. All is fair in love and magic. You okay. On that Magickal Hit List. Sinetta. Sinetta. He out of here. He's no longer a factor. Hold on. Who else? Smart. Ralph. Hold on. Ralph Smart. Ralph. This is how you know Ralph Smart, who is Infinite Waters diving deep. This is how you know he's a. This is how you know he's a non-factor. You ready? We about to go to Ralph. We about to go to Ralph Smart's page right now. Infinite Waters diving deep. Now let's check this nigga page out. If I go to Infinite Waters diving deep, right? This is how you know everything is a facade, bro. Ralph Smart and Mr. Infinite Waters diving deep. He has 2.05 million subscribers subscribed to his YouTube channel, right? But if I go to his last, we're gonna view the channel. View channel. If I go to his last, we're gonna take a look at his last 10 videos, right? Hold up. We ain't gonna do the classics. We're gonna go his last 10. We're gonna go to videos. We're gonna go to the latest. Now remember, Ralph Smart was getting millions of views, right? Millions and millions of views. Boom, here we go. 3.8 thousand. You got 2 million subscribers and you only got 3.8 thousand in 17 hours. One day, you got 4.9 thousand, 5.8 thousand, 5.5 thousand, 6.3 thousand, 6.1 thousand, 6.9 thousand, 6.9 thousand, 11,000, 10,000, 5.9 thousand, 7.9 thousand, 5.7 thousand. How can a person with 2 million subscribers not even break the 10,000 view mark frequently, consistently on your channel? As a matter of fact, listen, right now, I can go to another person's Instagram. I could go to another person's YouTube right now. The dude that be exposing Dr. Umar, Lennon Honor. I'm about to go to Lennon Honor's page, right? Lennon Honor got 85,000 subscribers. But ready for the kicker? 13 hours, 10,000 views. One day, 10,000 views. 5 days, 60,000 views, right? 6 days, 15,000 views. 12,000 views. 20,000 views. 13, 17,000, 81,000, 44,000, 20,000, 37,000, 83,000. How is a channel with 85? How's a channel with 85,000 subscribers getting 75, 80, 60, 15, 20 double digits in all his videos, but you got 2 million and you can't even push and you can't even get 10,000. You better could get 10,000. Well, Smart. This is how I know. This is how you know when a page is botted. So always remember that. Don't look at how many subscribers they got. Look at how many views they're getting, because you got to follow the 10% rule when it comes to social media. And the 10% rule is this: 10% of your overall following is going to engage with your content. So if you have 100,000 subscribers, no less than 10,000 of your 100,000 subscribers are going to engage with the content. Of course, anything over the 10,000, that's just a blessing and it's just land, yeah. But the 10% rule means that, so he got 2 million. If he has 2 million genuine subscribers, the 10% rule says he's supposed to be getting 200, no less than 200,000, 150,000, 250,000 views per video. But he's not. Why? Because Ralph Smart page is a bot page, just like Kendrick Lamar and Drake when it comes to Spotify. Well, not Drake, but Kendrick Lamar. And Drake too. Drake too. They are with the bot shit. All right? So boom. Ralph Smart, I remember when he was getting 6.9 million, 7 million, 10 million on his videos. That nigga can't even get 10,000 now. it's safe to say the Magical Hit List has flourished and thrived. Why? Because there's only so many times you can say, "Can I get a hello there? Breathe in that good ass prana." There's only so many times you can say that. There's only so many times you can hit us with that gimmick. Man, tell us something we don't know. Oh, sorry. Well, Tariq. Hold up. General Seti. Right. New breed. Wait a minute. General Seti. Where have you heard? You ain't heard from him in a minute now. Out of here. He ain't shit. Nobody ain't watching you. Why? Cause my algorithm and my magic don't miss. Okay. Illuminati. Illuminati and New Breed. New Breed. Niggas ain't fucking with him like they used to fuck with him. Illuminati. Niggas ain't really fucking with Illuminati like they fuck with him. He's trying to stay alive. Hey, 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 staying alive, staying alive. He's trying to stay alive, but really, they just lost. They lost their sauce, bro. They lost their sauce, bro. Well, Tariq Nasheed. Who else? Tariq Nasheed. He is another industry. He is another plant of the industry. If he's not a plant, he is a well. He is a high ranking Freemason. So he's a plant. And Freemasons war against other Freemasons. So just because he got beef with Umar don't mean he's not a Freemason. Just because Umar got beef with him don't mean Umar not a Freemason. They both Freemasons. Freemasons beef with each other all the time. Shit. It's called Family Feud. It's called Family Feud. Got me some grilled chicken. That ain't no brag. Grilled chicken. Grilled chicken. We all eating unhealthy tonight, I guess. Organic. We got another nigga with your name named Mr. Organic. Mr. Organic. You ever heard of Mr. Organic? Hold on. First and foremost, my McGriddle healthy as hell. You know why? Because these are homemade McGriddles. We have a waffle maker. We have a waffle maker, and we make our own waffles with blueberries and bananas and cinnamon and healthy stuff in it. This is not no out the pack Lego my ego, my boy. This ain't no out the pack Lego my ego. Fair point. I feel like a lot of New Orleans natives kind of separate themselves from other people in Louisiana. We do because we know the history. We know what's popping. We do, rightfully so. We do. It's New Orleans and then Louisiana. That's how that go. As a matter of fact, if you want to be technical, New Orleans was founded the same year as the Illuminati. The Illuminati was founded in 1776. New Orleans was founded the same year. Coinkydink? I think not. Ain't America named after a settler, a colonizer? No. You talking about Americo Vespucci? No, that's a lie. If you want to be technical, I told you, don't believe nothing in American. If you believe the American the American Rockefeller funded school curriculum, you sleep, you lost. They lied. They lied to you. They lied to you. Even Africans be trying to act black because we a different breed. Yeah, yeah. You don't see the world acting like Africa. You see the world acting like the blacks over here. And the blacks over here in America, the black men over here in America, we could go anywhere and get a bitch. We could go take a black man from America right now, drop him in Budapest, drop him in China, drop him in Korea, drop him anywhere in the world, a black man from America, and everybody's gonna look at him in awe like they're watching God. Oh my God. And we can get any bitch we want on the planet, wherever we go. Why? Because we the ones. We the originals. We the original. Right? And I see and see, I always wonder why if he was from Memphis. Right. He not from Memphis. That nigga Memphis Bleak not from Memphis. Root Chakra in Cali, but Hollywood got folks selling their soul left and right. Well, this is the thing. What does the root chakra govern? The root chakra governs your lower nature, your survival instincts, your want for food, Your want for survival, your want for survival, your need for food, your need for sleep, the reptilian brain. The root chakra controls your reptile brain. Your reptile brain is, your need for tradition and a routine and doing shit on a repeated pattern. That's all root chakra. When the root chakra, now remember, when you sell your soul to Hollywood, they plug you in, they plug into your root chakra via YAG, via the YAG ritual. They're gonna get a whole bunch of mandingos and they're gonna no, literally. You ever heard that Jada Kiss you ever heard that the locks Jada Kiss skit? They'll be graping you, graping you, graping you. They're not lying. They're not lying. They're going to be graping you, graping you, graping you. And you know, this is just a cold but fair, this is just a cold but fair, sad but true fact that when you deal with when remember, why do they call it Hollywood? Saturn. Who is Saturn? Saturn is the god of Rome. What is Saturn's main tree? The holly tree. So the reason why, Hollywood got the holly tree. No, come on, man. Let's get to it really. Saturn is the god of Rome. The tree that the tree that belongs to Saturn is the holly tree, henceforth Hollywood. And they stick that Hollywood up your root chakra, up your back door, your backside. They plug that USB into your computer and download them archons into your computer. Download them demons and them legions into your computer. They download the devil. They download the consciousness. Why? Because they be graping you, and they don't do it just one time. It ain't just no one-time initiation and you in. No. After they graping you, then they're gonna pair you with a handler. And your handler is gonna make sure that you stay graped frequently so that you can always be dehumanized. You will never feel like a man again. You will never feel like a human being again. And they're going to take that and they're going to use that to leverage their control over you as a puppet. This is why Hollywood ain't worth it. Hold on, let me get back to this. From TV, Minister of Information. All right. David Icke. Ah, okay. Oh, wait a minute. I'm calling them all out. David Icke, Alex Jones, calling them all out. All right. Joe Rogan. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm? And now, a new person on the hit list, Vlad TV. Mm-hmm. Okay. All of them. Vlad TV, you on the hit list now. Y'all thought I discriminated? Y'all thought blacks was the only one that get it? Nah. Rednecks get it. Jews can get it. It don't matter. They all can get it. I ain't playing no games with none of them. So just understand, the magical hit list is long. The magical hit list is long, and I'm only just beginning. This is the tip of the iceberg, people. This is the tip of the iceberg. Niggas, I was getting joked on constantly. I knew, bro. My brother is from New Orleans. Oh, your brother from New Orleans, then you already know. No Wayne. What you mean, no Wayne? Oh, no, not Wayne. Soldier Slim. You niggas claiming to be a soldier, but you soldiers ain't no soldier. I told you, I'm not soldier. I'm a soldier for life. What you get is what you get from a nigga like me. Uncut raw shit. All I know is the street. He was about to be that nigga, but they had to get him. They had to kill him off. He was too real. They had to sacrifice him. Hold on, true. El Kebulon. No, you talking about Africa. When you talking about El Kebulon, Tanya, you're talking about You're talking about the Thai American second headquarters in Africa. Why do you think the Egyptian god animals are animals that are native to this land? The falcon, well, the falcon is native everywhere, but the original, the peregrine falcon is native to here first, and then it migrated everywhere else. When you talking about the ibis, the ibis, that's native to here. When you look at all of the different, when you look at all of the different Egyptian god animals, the Egyptian god animal, most of them are native to here in America. Boom. Farming was important in the Bible because of Saturn. Yes, farming is important in the Bible because Saturn is the god of agriculture. And in order to appease the god of agriculture, you must what? Reel in the harvest. I'm gonna show you how. Cain and Abel. The story of Cain and Abel. Cain had to bring and offer God his the the first fruits and vegetables of his field, and Abel had to offer God the first animals of his flock. Why? Because of harvest. What's that called? Agriculture. Who runs that? Saturn. How I feel about the death of how you feel about the death of Dan Rivera? He was on tour with the animal. Oh yeah, no, my magic don't miss. That's how I feel about the death of Dan Rivera. Remember, Dan Rivera Dan Rivera is just a puppet in a bigger game that's being played by gods of magic. Bro, I'm a god with this magic shit. I am not a human being. Somebody in this live last time I was on here said chakra dots are not human. I'm not human. Once you learn the level of magic that I learned, humanity, you are no longer human, bro. Stop. And remember, they tell you that, and you see that in the magic shows. Don't. For instance, in Harry Potter, there was the people that practice magic, and then you had the who? The muggles. I am not a muggle, right? If you go look at Sabrina the Teenage Witch, they had the people who practiced Sabrina the Teenage Witch and the witchcraft, and then what? You had the normies, the people who was normals. So those of you who don't practice magic, those of you who don't practice sorcery, y'all are muggles. Y'all are what we consider NPCs. Because you're not a valuable player or an even or a remotely impactful player until you get into the magic. If you don't practice, you're not even a player in the game if you ain't practicing magic yet. So most of y'all NPCs, because a lot of y'all scared of the magic. Hey doc, you eat meat now? Pause. Well, let me put it like this. I live a fast life, right? What the last fast that I just did? What that was what? If I'm not mistaken, that was what 2 weeks. That was like a 14-day fast. Went on a 14-day fast, breaking my 14-day fast, and I'm eating me some. I'm eating me a McGriddle. But no, I don't take it overboard with the meat. No, I don't take it overboard with the meat. I'm just breaking my fast, the same fast that I'm about to go back on for another 30 days. So it's like when I do get a chance to eat, let me eat something that's let me eat something that's going. And food tastes better when you're fasting. Whenever you fast and then you stop your fast and you eat again, man, it's like the food tastes way better. But when you eat every day, you just eating, you be like, what do I want to eat today? You really get tired of that shit. But when you fast, you really can you're really able to enjoy the food because you know that it is something that you don't do on a regular basis. I used to watch all them niggas, man, especially Rashad Jamal. Remember, I exposed Rashad Jamal for being a whoop de woo. You know Rashad Jamal was a whoop-de-woo messing with them children. You know Rashad Jamal messed with them children. That's why anybody who support Rashad Jamal, they suspect to me. Why? Because Rashad Jamal was a straight PDF. Rashad Jamal is a pedophile. YP went out bad. Hey, bro, YP was who I was rooting for to be the next forefront black leader. YP was who I was rooting for to be the next forefront black leader. If y'all don't know who YP is, that's Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh, I was betting on Young Pharaoh to be the next black leader that was gonna spear us into that next stratosphere. But boy, he turned out to be a sucker ducker clucker. He turned out to be a sucker ducker clucker, let all that fame and money get to his head, and now he's a nobody. Why? My magic don't miss. I've been said that the trumpet sound. Yup, Trump is the trumpet sound. So is that why Trump says he will be the last president? Yup, that's why Trump says he will be the last president. Listen, it's about to be this year. Look, watch. See, this year was the Satan's world burning. 2025, Satan's world burn. 2026, prosperity and wealth out the wazoo. Watch, stimulus checks, all kind of stuff. Boom. And 2026 is going to be wealth and prosperity. 2027, wealth and prosperity. But guess what? 2028, some, well, That's the thing. We have the ability to change the timeline. So even though they say that there ain't gonna be another election, even though they say that he is the last president, make no mistake that we as a people, we as a magical God, I mean, we as magical God beings can shift and change the timeline to where everything that happens and unfolds turns out in our favor. Okay? Turns out in our favor. All right? So it ain't written in stone that he will be the last president. And do I think there will be another election? Who knows? I know all I know is that the more we wake up, the more that they panic, and the more that they panic, the more that they fuck up, and the more that they fuck up, the more we see that fuck up and realize that this shit is all fucking WWE. This shit is all a game. You feel me? But nah, I don't do the meat like that, bro. Man, I'm just eating this McGriddle, and the McGriddle I got that's eggs. So it ain't no sausage or it ain't no sausage or no beef or nothing like that. I got me some eggs, McGriddle, homemade waffles. This is not no waffles out the pack with no Lego my ego. Make your own waffles, bro. Make your own. It's way better. It's some weird about that 607 Onk nigga, man. 607 Onk jack my whole style. Speaking of which, we about to get into them right now. So y'all heard the Magickal Hit List. So y'all know when y'all start seeing these celebrities fall, when y'all start seeing these billionaires die, when you start seeing these companies tank, when you start seeing these people have when you start seeing these people have bad things happen to them, just know that chakra doctor told y'all that's the that's the work of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. There's a new church in town. There's a new church in town. The name of that church is called the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. And we taking all and we welcoming all smoke. We welcome all smoke, but we don't want no smoke, but we welcome it all. So we ain't afraid of nothing. But you will begin to see a lot of secret society members, a lot of Illuminati members, a lot of the people and members of these different societies. You will begin to see them die, or so you'll begin to see them become unalived. You'll begin to see them coming down with diseases. You will begin to see them coming. You will begin to see the London Bridge falling down and the new bridge, the New World Order bridge, being built from out the ashes and the rubble. All right. So 607 on. Man, man, hold on. Before I get to 607 on, I seen somebody talk about Lil Wayne. Man, y'all seen how fat Lil Wayne done got? Them drugs done caught up to my boy, man. Look at Wayne, man. Wayne, Wayne looking like a stain. Boy got that lean pot belly. Boy, how you 5'4", 5'5", skinny with a pot, you skinny with a pot belly. That's crazy, that man. Stay off them drugs, y'all. Them drugs catch up to you, right? And another thing, y'all. Another thing. This photo, boom. This photo just went viral. This is Magic Johnson and his family, and you see the one in the white, right? And the one in all white. That is his. That is his train station. That is his train station son. And as you can see, he got the main bulk of his family right. Look, all of the real women in his family, he right there with him. Look at he got his train station son on the outskirts. Like, yeah, you my son, but you on the outskirts. That's crazy. That's going viral. Everybody criticizing him. I would have did the same thing too. Matter of fact, if you were my son, you couldn't even get in the picture with me. Shaka Doctor, you shun your son if he become gay? Hell yeah. I don't play that. I don't play that. You gonna be gay by yourself, boy. Man, what would y'all do? I ain't playing that. I ain't playing that. That's just gonna hurt my heart to look at my son knowing that he's sucking dick. Mm-mm. No, indeed. Mm-mm. I ain't playing that. I'm gonna feel like a failure as a father if that happens. So, great grand holy mother of all divine, please make sure that my son turns out loving some coochie. Make sure my son has buku bitches. Amen. All right. All right, huh. 607 on. Here we go. Let's get into it, y'all. So recently, how can I put this? Recently, they've done a double speak. They've done a WAC 100, 607 onk, and what his name is, Averb. Averb the battle rapper. Averb the battle rapper, 607 onk, and WAC 100 did an orchestrated double speak, and they were basically they were basically bragging about they basically bragging about how 607 onk is a little people eater, a little people molester, and just 100% down with the booty boy, the rainbow booty boys. Here we go. I'm starting to believe you because you don't usually call me out the blue. I'm starting to believe you. Calling me when I'm sitting here with this dude that you told me believe the things he say about certain things because you know where his teachers come from. Must be A Verb. It's A Verb. That gotta be A Verb. It's his Verb. Now Verb told me. He told this is so hard. I found out where his crib was at. That motherfucker's one of us, man. He's a sick fucking asshole, man. You heard what he said? Listen to what Averb said. Averb said, that motherfucker is one of us, man. He's a sick fucking asshole. Okay, wait a minute. Remember I told you that's a code word? Sickos, sicko mode. He's a sick effing a-hole. Remember I told you they got to hit you in your a-hole to drive to take over your system, to take over your body system. They got to hit you in your a-hole. So when they say stuff like that, then he say he's one of us. Who is us? The ill. The ill. When you're ill, you're sick, right? When you're talking about ill Illuminati, the first word in ill Illuminati means sick. I-L-L. Ill will. Your will is ill. You are a sicko. So he said, this nigga is one of us, man. He is a sick effing a-hole. Wait a minute. He's a sick man, bro. He's a sick effing yeah. You see? You see? Some people believe America will be destroyed. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. America will never be destroyed by nuclear. But anyway, let's keep going. Verb, ain't nothing wrong with me, Verb. Is sick a good or bad thing in St. Louis? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, WAC 100 asks him, is that a good thing or a bad thing, being sick? Oh, yeah, that's what we doing? That's what we doing. We asking if being sick is good or bad. Does anybody in the chat want to get sick? Does anybody in the chat yearn and long to be sick? Just say it and I'll make it happen for you. Right? Wait a minute, let's go. Come on, when the fuck I do that? He said he's a sick man that preys on little children. 607 Unk is a sick effing a-hole that preys on little people. 607 Unk is a sick effing a-hole that preys on little people. You think they joking? Nah. They really, but they hear the kicker. They just trying to make it look like 607 Unk with it. No, they all with it. It's all one big old WWE. He takes the soul of children, and you know you talk to that shit in that building. Come on, man, stop playing with me, Bird. I don't know what the hell that is. You know for that fucking building with me. Yeah, I stay in the building. But ain't all the people about ain't true. You said the building with him. Yeah, we stay in the building. Castle Park Apartment. What? Castle Park Apartment. Yeah. It's a psych ward. That's where it's a psych ward. So now we know why 607 on crazy. They got him out the psych ward. I'll remind it again, rewind it a little bit more. Hold up. Let me show you. Hold up. It's a psych ward. That's what it's a psych ward. Huh? Psych ward. And then Whack 100 playing stupid. Huh? What? That's crazy. Man, listen, bro. They playing the game right in front of y'all face. For those of y'all who don't know, they got a lot of y'all who are agents in this chat right now. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking about the people who don't know. It's true. Wait, slow down. Castle Park Apartments is a site. Look it up. It's in St. Louis. So what you mean by take the souls of children? Well, why are you talking about that shit, bro? Why is he talking about taking the souls of little people? Hmm? Hmm? They're admitting it right in front of your face. Come on, man, go back. Let me go back. Talk about that shit, bro. Y'all, look what? They took that seed, y'all, and they trained us in war. He specializes in hold sales. Hold up. Shoot. Look it up. It's in St. Louis. So what you mean by take the souls of children? Well, why are you talking about that shit, bro? Y'all, look what? They took that seed, y'all, and they trained us in war. He specializes in sales. All y'all around. So he said they took us when we were young and they trained us in war. He said 607 Unc specializes in spells. He said 607 Unc specializes in spells. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna rewind it again, just for the people in the back who didn't hear it. Ready? Go. All y'all around him, he's praying on y'all souls. Y'all life is gonna be fucked up. Gang, stop playing with me. Well, hold on, Verb. Hold up. Yeah, we say the video. That's fucking part. Wait. We grew up in Castle Park Apartment. Yeah. It's a psych ward. That's what it is. It's a psych ward. Huh? It's true. Wait, slow down. Castle Park Apartments is a psych. Look it up. It's in St. Louis. So what you mean by take the souls of children? But why are you talking about that shit, bro? Y'all, look what? They took that seed, y'all, and they trained us in war. He specializes in spells. All y'all around him, he's praying on y'all souls. Y'all life is gonna be fucked up. Gang, stop playing with me. Well, hold on, Verb. Listen, wow. I'm having a real conversation with him about what he did and some of the things he said. So I ain't here fighting with him. I found out where Verb, you know what my people do. I found out where he lived. And he pulled up. And I waited till security left. They told me what time they leave together. And I pulled up and knocked on his door. And we all know Act 100 the police. We all know WAC 100 is the police. Remember I showed you his badge? Remember? So here they are having a supposed random online no jumper conversation. Remember, four extras. Four extra hand got blew off. Right before four extra hand got blew off, he was arguing with 607 Unc. And the same hand he got blew off, he was putting it in 607 Unc's face. After that, 607 Unc went to the park and did a ritual. And next thing you know, four extras blew his hand off. Now, it is my personal opinion that wasn't four extra. That was four extra sacrificing his hand for the Illuminati deal. Because you could give a hand, you could give an eye, you could give your booty, or you can give a life. Which one you want to do? You can give a hand. You can give us one of your hand. That's the hit that represents the hidden hand, right? You can give them an eye. It represents the all-seeing eye. You can give them your butthole. That's the Baphomet. Or you can give them your life. That's the Moloch. You give them a life. That's the Moloch. That's the that's straight to Saturn himself right there, right? So I feel like for extra gave his hand. The hand he gonna get 5 years. You got 5 fingers, 5 finger discount. He got five. For extra got 5 years to find somebody that he loves to sacrifice, or he gonna have to give up that poo shooter. A lot of niggas be ducking that poo shooter to the last minute. Well, let me get my hand first. Remember, Fetty Wap gave the eye. Charleston White gave the eye. I don't believe that story about Charleston White falling into a washing machine when he was young and all this type of stuff. I don't believe that. I believe that as a facade. I believe that is just a cover story because he gave his eye. You know how I know? Because my cousin in it, and my cousin gave his eye. My whole family with that shit. I'm the black sheep. I'm the black sheep out with it. My whole family with it. I took the self-initiation path. I didn't get into a sorority. I didn't get into fraternity. I didn't get into no secret society or none of that. I took the self-initiated path, and that's the long way. You take the long way. You say I fuck with you the long way. I took the long way. I took the long route. Here you go, young man. Let's see if it was really you and your skills, young man. And it was. Now I'm sitting at the table and I didn't even get an invite. Now I'm sitting at the table and I ain't even get an invite. That makes sense. Like you know so much. I said, we need to have a conversation. I apologize to his family, but he saw us by myself. So I mean, you gotta look at him. You gotta see him. You gotta see him. And I remember you telling me, "Wag, believe the things he's saying and doing. He's doing it with antics, but it's true because you say you grew up." He said, "Believe the things he's saying and doing. He doing it with antics, but it's true." Now, what are the things he be saying and doing? He be saying, number one, jocking my style, stealing my flow, talking about that God is the devil, right? What else he tell you? That the real source, that the real God is who? A female, right? He tells you also that he sacrificed his child to get out of the Illuminati, so he's half Illuminati, half street. Well, if you half Illuminati and you half street, then Gangster Williams, why is Gangster Williams implicitly, and remember, Gangster from New Orleans, Gangster Williams implicitly states that 607 Unc is a punk? Hmm? Uh, yes, Pimp C made Sippin' Lean global. I'm speaking for Texas. No. Pimp C, Pimp C didn't make Sippin' Lean global, bro. The first people that really made Sippin' Lean global, everybody who made Sippin' Lean global was not Texas niggas. The first people that made Sippin' Lean global was 3 6 Mafia, sipping on some scissor. Then after 3 6 Mafia hit you with the sipping on some scissor, Lil Wayne really made sipping on some scissor global. Before Lil Wayne was double cupping, sipping on some scissor was just a thing in the Texas South, and a few niggas who visit Texas that knew about it, they did it. This is where the screw music come from, because they all in that lean and they slow, so they listening to the music slow down, and remember the slow music, the screwed up and chopped music sounds like what? Sounds like demons talking. And remember, we went through that phase in hip hop for a minute where everything was just like screwed up and screwed up, right? So where did that come from? That comes from Texas. And remember, Pimp C ain't the one that really made it global. It's that DJ that died. I forgot the name of the DJ that died from a lean overdose. He died from a lean overdose, and boom. And then when he made it popping in Texas, and then DJ Screw, boom, DJ Screw died, right? If I'm not mistaken, DJ Screw is dead. He died from a lean overdose. Pimp C dead from a lean overdose, right? Boom. But they say they Mickeyed him. They say they say they unalive Pimp C. They say they unalive Pimp C because he was exposing Atlanta. He said, Atlanta with the gay boy. I'm like, oh shit. Damn, Pimp C was airing it out, and next thing you know, Pimp C got aired out. Man, sometimes we just be running our mouth, and we don't be knowing what we be saying. If you gonna speak about this type of stuff, you better have you some magic. You better have you some magical protection, bro. You better have you some magical protection, bro. You People don't even take into account how many. You know why you don't ever really see Wayne sacrificing nobody or needing to sacrifice nobody, because Wayne did so much for. Wayne did so much to dumb down hip hop. Remember, people think mumble rap. People ask about where does mumble rap come from? Mumble rap comes from Lil Wayne. Y'all never noticed that? Mumble rap comes from Lil Wayne. The chop rap, the in a hummer flow. That don't come from Lil Wayne. It came from Future, and Lil Wayne and Future made that flow popular. But I just got a right. That little cadence, that was Wayne and Future, Future and Wayne, right? Don't even talk about, don't even talk about the skinny jeans. Don't talk about, don't talk about. Wayne was the first nigga y'all seen kissing a nigga in the mouth. Lil Wayne and Baby was the first niggas y'all seen kissing niggas in the mouth, man. They can forget. I ain't gonna never forget. You ain't about to kiss no nigga in the mouth and still be a man to me. You ain't about to be kissing no niggas in the mouth and still be a man in my book. You might be a man in these little youngsters' book. Drake might love you. Nicki might love you. Mac Main might love you. You feel me? Holly Grove, New Orleans might love you. But I ain't gonna never forget when you was kissing Baby in the mouth frequently. Talking about, I'm the only nigga he kissing. What man, what grown man says that about another grown man? Hmm. So y'all could talk about the word twerking come from New Orleans. Not only does the word twerking come from New Orleans, um, the twerking culture that you see right now, that's New Orleans culture. Remember that. So all of the strippers from all over the world that's twerking right now, they got that from New Orleans. So your favorite stripper, that's matter of fact, you can see twerking videos all throughout the internet now. Where did they get that from? New Orleans. We invented this shit. We invented this twerk shit, bro. Twerk, baby, twerk, 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 baby, twerk, baby, twerk, twerk, twerk. Twerk, baby, twerk, 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 baby, twerk, baby, twerk, twerk, twerk. That's old, 1989, 1990 twerk music. What are you talking about? 1989, 1990, man. That's our culture right there. Girl, that's what we, in my city, we go to the club, that's what girls do. They bend over and they bust that pussy open and they bend over, bust that pussy open and they twerk. That's what girls do. In New Orleans, at least. You feel me? Yeah, he really got life. Nature Boy got life in jail. I did a whole live on that. Nature Boy gets the name of this video is Nature Boy Gets Life as my magical hit list continues. Bling Bling came from New Orleans as well. Yup. Look, all right. You know another thing that came from New Orleans as well that people don't even realize. You see this obsessed with money culture that came from Cash Money. I remember people used to have substance in their raps. Ever since Cash Money and the Game started talking about, you know me, I don't need no introduction in this. Ride Bentley on and round buttons in this. Arm ring switch, bringing and floating their watches and motherfucking man. The whole culture that's rapping right now grew up off that culture. So Lil Wayne and Cash Money. So everybody obsessed with money. That was Cash Money. Everybody obsessed with lean. That was Lil Wayne. Everybody obsessed with the dreadlocks. That was Lil Wayne, right? Everybody obsessed with grills and goals all in the up. New Orleans, nigga. New Orleans. That's why niggas got grills in their mouth right now. Bust downs, all diamonds, everywhere. New Orleans. Uh, Tattoos on your face. Remember? Ain't nobody had. Look. I'm from New Orleans. We all do this. Tattoo on my face. This before Lil Wayne. That's a New Orleans culture thing. That is a New Orleanian culture thing. Putting tattoos all over our body, tattoos all over our face. We don't give a fuck, nigga. We rocking like that. Fuck is you talking about? That's a New Orleans thing. So if you got a tattoo on your face and Lil Wayne or whatever your favorite rapper and got inspired by that tattoo, just know that that's a New Orleanian culturistic move that you're doing. What else? Man, the list goes on. Look, you ready for the kicker? America has only one musical genre that they can lay claim to. And that musical genre is jazz. Who created jazz? New Orleans. And then the jazz from New Orleans migrated to Chicago. Why you think Chicago's so treacherous? Because there ain't nothing but a whole bunch of New Orleans bloodline relatives staying in Chicago. And they got them dreadlocks too, huh? And they be airing it out too, huh? Well, who was the first Chicago before Chicago was Chicago? Y'all remember? Y'all remember? And now when Master P came out, I'm from the murder capital, niggas balling. Right. Okay. And then migrated and now Chicago going crazy with it. But where they got that from? Where they got that from? They just woke up like that? No, man. Hurricane Katrina, everybody got transplanted, and that transplant, our energy, our magic, the magic and the energy from New Orleans went with them. When New Orleans people migrated to Chicago, when New Orleans people migrated to Atlanta, when the New Orleans people migrated to Mississippi, migrated to Texas, that New Orleans hoodoo, voodoo, spell, sorcery came with us. And now you see these same places. And now look at ready. Look at Atlanta. Atlanta murder rate going crazy. Why? That's that New Orleans magical crazy stuff going on. Houston murder rate going crazy. That's that New Orleans magical crazy stuff going on. Remember, in my city, murder is your fame. Unaliving people is the fame. Has always been the fame of mine. It's not something new. Ever since, ready? Go listen to that Juvenile song. Just put it in your Google. Niggas 15, 16, 17, slinging iron from that Josephine to that Melphamine, and they'll do almost anything to prove himself relentless, like a murder job and forget the consequences. Bouncing through the big walls, avoiding the feds, pushing that dope steady, ducking blue eyes and curly hair, and they got caught, then start running with your beers, got swollen, came home, now you're back out here. And that boy that you shot, brother, hanging from the block, he don't know you, but you know him, but he about to get got. Bow! Laid out in cold blood on the air. Here comes the paramedics, media, and crime lab. And that's old. And that's all they know. And that's all they see. Now what? Remember, juvenile. Think about it. His name is juvenile. What is a juvenile? A teenager. This is our culture. Do you know what? You know what else? You know what else come from New Orleans? Older people dating younger people. Older people dating younger people. That's New Orleans culture. Why? Because when in New Orleans, if you 20 something years old and you got you a little fresh, nice 17, 18, 19, 20 year old, that 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever year old, and you're older than them, like if you're 26, 27, 28, and you got you a nice 17, 18, 19, 20 year old, right? They're gonna call that, when people say who that is, you can be, oh, that's my little juvie. What does juvie stand for? Juvenile. Juvenile. Remember that. Another thing that makes New Orleans so treacherous. Our drug of choice is heroin. New Orleans, the New Orleanian drug of choice is heroin. Go look at all of the heroin cities and you'll see nothing but crime, nothing but unalivings, nothing but shenanigans in all of the cities the where that boy at. Where that boy at. See? Boom. Used to watch that greasy nigga back in 2019, 2020. Dre, man, that nigga. I haven't watched that best content in a fat minute. Infinite Waters definitely bought his subs. Yeah, he bought them subs. Wait. You think Kendrick bought? Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. You ready? Kendrick Lamar bought his Spotify plays. Kendrick Lamar bought his Spotify plays. Do you know that Kendrick Lamar has lost? Let me see. Let me go. Dang. Kendrick Lamar loses. I gotta go on X. Go on X. Go on Twitter or go on DJ Academics. DJ Academics on Twitter has the receipts, and that shows within the last month, Kendrick Lamar has lost almost a billion stream, a billion followers. Cause he was like the most streamed nigga on Spotify with like 2 point something billion. He lost like 957 million monthly listeners in a month. He lost like 957 million. Kendrick Lamar has lost like 957 million monthly listeners in a month. That was bots anyway. But because Drake suing, the reason why he lost all those monthly listeners, because Drake suing him and suing Universal and suing these people. And the reason why Drake can do that because Drake is part Jewish, and they can't touch him. Remember, Lucian Grange is not a Jew. Lucian is an Italian. He is a Roman, right? Drake is half. Well, Drake is Jewish because his mom. Remember, you're not a Jew unless your mother's a Jew. If you are the only way you can really be a Jew, the only remember because the Jews go by the lineage of the female. Why? Because the female carries the mitochondrial DNA marker. So in the Jewish culture, you're not a real Jew unless your mother's a Jew. If your father's a Jew, yeah, you part Jewish, but you know that ain't really. But if your mama's a Jew, it don't matter who your daddy is. If your mama a Jew, you a Jew. If your mama's a Jew, you're a Jew. Drake's mother is a Jew. He had a bar mitzvah. You can't have no bar mitzvah unless your mama a Jew. I don't care if your daddy a Jew. If your daddy is a Jew and has a baby with a black woman, that baby will not have a bar mitzvah. Why? Because it came from the daddy. But if your daddy is black and your mama is a Jew, you will still have a bar mitzvah. Why? Because your mother is a Jew, and that's what Jews consider Jewish, their mama. So this is let you know, this is one thing, this is once again something that lets you know that the great grand holy mother of all divine runs the game implicitly. Okay? So uh yeah, Kendrick bought his Spotify players. Go look it up. Kendrick loses 950 million followers in a month. 950 million monthly listeners lost in a month. The only way that could happen is if Kendrick got canceled or if Kendrick had bots, and that was nothing but bots. So yeah, they did that. Boom. Yeah. Oh yeah, they represent the business. Nah. Bot. Yeah. Nah. Not New Breed. Shit. New Breed is a whole. I think Illuminati be chilling out. To be honest, I used to watch him a lot. No, he be chilling because he fell off. They go on chill mode because the fire has died down. Nigga said Ralph is AI. I know he going bald. He need to get him. He need to go on TikTok shop and get him some of that hair growth stuff. That stuff really works. Wasn't that Vontu cut nigga a part of that too? Yup. He gone too. Nobody ain't really listening to him no more. What do you think of Tommy Sotomayor? Tommy Sotomayor. He is a world class coon. He is a world class coon. See, look, this is the thing about these red pill niggas. They only got one red pill nigga I respect, and that's Game Guy Goldie. Game Guy Goldie is the only red pill nigga I respect because his content is really not red pill content. His content is male self improvement content, and a lot to do with male self improvement content. In order to improve ourselves as men, we gotta let go of the bitch. Sometimes we gotta make sure that our life is completely orchestrated without feminine interference in order to become true masculine men. Game Guy Goldie is the only person I listen to in the red pill community space. To be honest with you, Mr. Organic, he's too inorganic for me, right? Mr. Organic, he cool. He's just too inorganic. He comes off as trying too much. He's trying too much. Whereas the Game Guy Goldie, he comes off as this is just my natural life. This is my natural life that I live, and I'm just showing it to y'all on YouTube getting a bag. But Tommy Sotomayor, I don't have no even though he's an agent, even though he's a plant, even though he's with them boys, I don't really have no beef with Tommy Sotomayor because the majority of people that listen to Tommy Sotomayor are not black people. Black people don't really listen to Tommy Sotomayor. White people do. What up, man? How you feel about 19 keys? 19 keys is 19 degrees in 19 degrees into the into Freemasonry. So remember, that's an important thing in Freemasonry. 19. The number 19 and the 19 keys. That's very, 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 very important in Freemasonry, right? Go look up go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what's the Freemasonic significance of 19 keys? Matter of fact, let me go on it myself. How about that? How about I go on it myself and ask Chat my damn self? What is the Freemasonic significance of 19 keys?
In Masonic and esoteric symbolism, the idea of keys often represents access to hidden knowledge, mysteries, or deeper truths. So when you talk about something like the 19 keys, you're basically touching on a concept of having multiple symbolic keys that unlock different layers of wisdom or spiritual understanding. Specifically, the number 19 could have its own layered significance. For example, in numerology, 19 can be reduced to 1 plus 9 equals 10, and then further to 1 plus O equals 1, which is often about new beginnings and leadership. In a Masonic or mystical context, each key could be seen as a step or a gateway to a different level of enlightenment, with the 19th key possibly representing a culmination or a final unlocking of a major spiritual secret. So, in short, 19 keys can be thought of as a metaphorical toolkit of mystical keys, each unlocking a unique door of hidden Masonic or spiritual knowledge.
Boom. Any questions?
No big questions here. That all makes perfect sense.
I'm sorry. uh, yeah. Boom. There you go. 19 Keys is a Freemasonic spiritual. And remember, now me breaking it down, I'm gonna break it down with you. 19 Key represents the 1 through 9 life paths, like Asgard, and with Thor, right? The 9 realms. What those 9 realms represent? The 9 different life paths. The 19 keys. What the 19 keys represents? One life path 1 through 9. Boom. Also, it represents the first 19 keys on the piano. The first 19 keys on the piano correlates with the rings of Saturn. Just giving you a little game. Tommy Sotomayor went berserk. Went berserk on who? Okay, I actually learned that from some Hebrew Israelites, and all the Hebrew Israelites, they lost, dumbfounded. Joe Rogan just for entertainment, man. Joe Rogan with them boys. Do you got Adam 22 on there? Yep. Adam 22 is on there. Vlad on there. Remember Vlad, the reason why Vlad ended up on the list because Vlad got one of my Instagram channels shut down. And my shit was doing real good at over at almost 100,000 followers, and he got it shut down because I had played a video exposing the Illuminati, and it was from his channel. So one Adam 12, our niggas said Adam 12, not Adam 22, Adam 12. I haven't watched Joe Rogan in a minute either. Yeah, the last time I watched Joe Rogan, it was with Cat Williams. My last Joe Rogan I watched was with Cat Williams. The dog in Egypt is based on that one dog in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. I forgot the name of that dog, but yes, you're right. Yeah, everything Egyptian is really over here. YP been YP sold out and YP sold out and he paid the consequences for selling out. Doc, them McGriddles look like they slapping. I'm over here eating some grapes. Hey, bruh, I got some grapes too. Hold on, man. You about to make me get the grapes. Wait a minute. You about to maybe give me some grapes, but I got these pistachios. You lucky. You lucky. I'm about to give me some man. But yeah, I had to get them home, man. I said, man, I want to make me a homemade McGriddle waffle sandwiches. Get a little waffle with a little egg, you eating a little waffle with a little waffle. Waffle is the bread. I ain't eating that bread. And the waffles are made in a waffle maker. Got cinnamon all in the batter. Cinnamon, blueberries, bananas, all in the batter. So that waffle, you take that waffle, that ain't no real McGriddle. I just call them McGriddle. How are chickens not extinct if we eat the damn bird and its eggs? How are they so abundant? Hormones. Remember, they feed them with hormones that make them grow faster than what they normally grow. So the time that it would take a chicken, it takes a chicken to reach, full. If I'm not mistaken, it takes like a whole year for a chicken to reach full grown to be an adult chicken. But they speed that year. I think it's like a year and a half or something like that. A year and a half or 2 years, 1 year, something like that. And they give the chicken hormones, growth hormones. And those growth hormones speed up the process. So that same chicken that takes 1 to 2 years to grow, it grows in 90 days or less. It grows full capacity in 90 days or less. That same chicken that grows into full capacity. And remember, chickens are females. Remember, roosters are the male chickens. Roosters are male chickens. Chickens are actually the females. So this is why they're the ones that. This is why they're so much in abundance because they're females laying more eggs. And remember, when they lay eggs, all they gotta do the same eggs that they. So they use the eggs for industry and they use the eggs for hatching. Yeah, man, Wayne got a big old fat gut, man. That's crazy, huh? That lean catching up to the man, lean catching up to my boy, man. Huh? Lean catching up to my boy, man. That's crazy. How are they so abundant? Yeah, they're so abundant because they breed them on farms. And they don't even breed them on farms, sorry. They breed them in warehouses. These warehouses that they breed these chickens in are very inhumane. The way that they kill the chicken is very inhumane. Um, it is crazy. It is a real crazy thing. Like I told you before, luckily I go on fasts and I eat super healthy. Because I eat super healthy, I can get on here with a McGriddle real quick and eat that daddy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm right back to my fast life. The McGriddle's gone. Guess what? Tomorrow morning, drinking me some lemon lime water. Tomorrow morning, drinking me a smoothie. Man, oh yeah, y'all want to see? Hold on. Babe, you in there? Give me my smoothie real quick. I'm about to show you what I drink on a daily. I'm about to show you my real food. Is Nessera Jessera real? I don't even know what that is. I vaguely heard about it, but I don't really truly know what it is. But I vaguely heard about it. Magic's son, daughter, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Too damn tall for he taller than everybody in the photo, including his daddy. That nigga daddy's 6'10". This nigga taller than his pops. Wearing that damn that's ugh. That's a old photo of Magic's family, but it recently resurfaced. Shit, if that's an old photo, that nigga he be shit. That's an old photo. I wonder how big he is now. Then he might be. If that's an old photo, he might be super taller than Magic. Magic was kissing Isaiah Thomas back in the day. Oh, I didn't know that. Let me look that up. Magic Johnson kissing Isaiah Thomas. Don't do me that, bro. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Everything that I grew up off of, they about to just make me reevaluate my whole. See, this is what I normally drink. Boop, boop. Smoothies, breakfast, lunch, dinner, liquid diet. Drink you some liquid, man. It's almond milk. This is almond milk, bananas, cherries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberry. Man, berries. Remember on Coming to America, the first Coming to America, and he was getting a haircut, and he said, "Oh yeah, you're sorry." He said, "Yes." What kind of moisturizer you use? He said, "I only use fruits and berries." Right? So smoothies, bro. This is my natural diet right here. That drink life. You are what you eat, but you think what you drink. So I keep that drink on me. Okay? Hold on. Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson kissing. I gotta see what's going on, bro. I gotta see what's going on, bro. Yeah, I gotta see what's going on, you know? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, brother, internet is undefeated. The internet is undefeated. Golly, man. They all with it, bro. Remember Jamie Foxx was talking about how they used to play how him at the Diddy parties, they be playing naked basketball, right? That's crazy. Whenever you're whenever whenever you're writing a song, sometimes you gotta rip out that page and start over your answer uh over to answer your I don't know what that means. All right, I saw that on another YouTube channel. Really whack. What ingredients do you use to make those waffle? Spelt, spelt flour, spelt flour. Go get you some spelt flour. Remember, Dr. Sabi approved spelt flour. Automatic, automatically. Get you some spelt flour, my brother, and some almond milk for the milk. Get you some almond milk for the milk, some spelt for the flour. Get you some get you some berries. Get you some bananas. Get you whatever fruits, and get you a waffle presser. Get you a waffle maker. Put it on there and put everything on there. Your berries and everything, even if they're frozen. Put them on there. Make you some waffles, bro. They release his mental patients. Yeah, man. 607 Uncle mental patient for sure. And boom, DJ Screw. There was a rumor about Pimp C smashing Beyonce, so Jay got him out of here. If that was the case, then well, hey, it could be. It could be. They say there's a video out there where where B is on video, and but I don't think Jay Z got him out of there. I don't think Jay Z got him out of there. I think Bun B sacrificed him. I think Bun B sacrificed Pimp C because the Brotherhood wanted him gone because he was revealing too many information, and I feel like Bun B. Why you think Bun B been good ever since? Ever since Pimp C been on, Bun B been good. Got a little restaurant, do a little thing. That's just my opinion, though. I don't. I'm not saying it. I'm not setting it in stone, but it's a possibility. Yep, Pimp C. Pimp C was calling out all of the Yag culture. They had to get rid of him. Pimp C was calling out all of the Yag. He called out Mace. He called out Mace, getting Mace, getting. Remember when Mace was a preacher? He called out Mace getting caught in the Range Rover with the boy in Atlanta. He called out. He called out a lot of Yag culture and stuff that was going on, and he was supposed to just, they found him. Next thing you know, they found him in the motel room, OD, bro. You can't talk like that against the Brotherhood unless you got you some powerful magic backing you up to protect you from the Brotherhood. You got to have some powerful magic to protect you from the Brotherhood to do that. Had Wayne looking like had Wayne looking like you may now kiss the bride. That's cool. They took Screw out with some bad lean. Yeah, man. I mean, it's promethazine and codeine. What you think gonna happen? It ain't had to be no bad lean, nigga. Promethazine and codeine kills the metabolism and slows down the respiratory system. It's an opiate. Sipping on lean, if you sip on lean, you're a heroin addict. If you sip lean, you are a H addict. You are a heroin addict. Niggas is putting the fentanyl in the lean now. Niggas is putting the fentanyl in the cough syrup and calling it lean now. Yeah, niggas is putting the fentanyl in the cough syrup and calling it lean now. If you are on that lean, you are a heroin addict. That's what it is. It's an opioid. It is an opiate. And it literally has you just like heroin. If you don't got it, you get sick, you get jittery, you get sweats, you start throwing up and all that good stuff. So Biggie and Diddy culture. Yeah, it's the Biggie and Diddy culture. Remember when Biggie said, "Girl, you look so good, I suck on your daddy dick." I'm like, what the bruh? I can't believe we let all that shit. That's how you know we was under a spell, because we let all that shit slide. And now, in the age of information, in the information age with the internet, it's all coming back to the surface. And the new generation is looking at the old generation like, y'all was some weirdos. Y'all was some weirdos, bro. Y'all let all that slide. That the stuff we did in the 90s, or the stuff that was done to us in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. You do that right now. You do that right now. You're getting canceled, buddy, for all of those shenanigans. You're getting canceled for those shenanigans, bucko. Okay? He took a plea. He probably only had 5 to 7 years. Oh gosh, they was lying. I swear they doing like. But remember, he said, I like the red pill. I like the red pill too. The red pill is the pill that woke Neo up. That's what the red pill is. See, remember, the reason why the women don't like the red pill, because the red pill holds them to accountability and has to make them wake up. So they don't like that. They don't like being called out on their hoish, on their 304 ways. Women don't like being called out on their 304 ways. Women don't like being wrong. Women don't like apologizing. Women they got a lot of they got a lot of accountability actions that the red pill presents that women are just completely allergic to. So don't even, you know, the only way you can help change women is improving yourself. If you want the women to upgrade themselves, men, we have to upgrade ourselves and stick to our morals, principles, and standards as men in order to make a change. What about Anton Daniels? I ain't got no beef with Anton, bro. Anton, you know, Christian guy. He's a Christian guy, married man, Christian guy. He has a lot of great viewpoints. I don't know how much of an agent or not he is, but you don't really see him. He don't bash women. He's a red pill nigga that don't bash women. He does the red pill content. He does the red pill movement. I remember the debate he had against Yada. Yada is a fluky. Yada is a flunky. I remember when Yada, well, I remember, see, you gotta remember, I was around here when all these dudes tried to come up. I remember when Dr. Umar first proposed to school. Dr. Umar proposed at school way in 2004, 2005. And then around 2008, 2007, that's when he started accepting donations. And he's been accepting donations for that school since at no less than 2008. So it's 2025. That's 17 years of donations. That man still ain't got no school. 17 years of donation funding, and that man still ain't got no school. And now, after all of the donation money that ran dry, he crying that they froze his accounts. He crying. Now you about guess what though, Umar? You're gonna lose all your followers, and because remember, all of your followers are hanging on the hopes of that school being built. They all crossing their fingers like, I sure hope Dr. Umar build that school so I don't look like a fool defending him. And you are now. Why? Because they selling the school. They selling the school. Ever heard of Ken Wheeler? Yeah, I have. Cool. Okay. You think Drake might be the next one to get iced out? Hell no. Drake is the Jewish. Drake is the Jewish white hope. Drake is the spokesperson. You want to be technical. You want to be technical. Drake is Drake is a Drake would Drake is a Jew and he can't be touched, bro. Just know that. Just know that. The only people that can ice out the Jews are Jews. The Jews, they ain't even in the like that's what I'm trying to tell you. The Jews aren't even a part of the Illuminati. The Illuminati is for people like you, me, white boy, Hispanic, Asian niggas. The Jews, they got their own Illuminati. They got their own thing going on with the Illuminati. I don't even know if they Illuminati. They something else. They like on some, you know, they probably got a secret. Man, yeah, they probably their secrets go deep. Yeah, this is how you know all of them are frauds. This is how you know all of them are fraudulent, my peoples. Because he said 19 keys is fraudulent to him is too. Well, this is how you know all of them are frauds. Because all of them always talking Yaki Awake and all of them always talking this movement shit. But when you really dig and dissect their movements, it's not movements. It's just dead ends. They just run you into a dead end and have you looking for the next person to digest their information. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've been telling people that. Yeah, niggas be bored at home. They need trades. Go to go do some real man work. Right? Ain't no man. Real man's work is fading out. Do you know there's a shortage on plumbers? There's a shortage on electricians. There's a shortage on like construction workers. There are shortages. Every single man sector where you got to be a actual man's man to do the job. There's a shortage on all. There's a shortage of men in all of those sectors. There's a shortage of men in all of those sectors. Sectors. Sorry. They said that's how. But then again, I feel like Magic Johnson, that Magic Johnson HIV virus thing. I feel like that was a hoax. I don't feel like that Magic really got that stuff. I don't feel like Magic really ever had that stuff. I feel like he was just a spokesperson for it. And why not get a nice, big, tall, dark, and handsome black man to come out and be the poster child for HIV and AIDS? That's what I think about, uh, with Magic Johnson. And that's how I go with Magic Johnson. You feel me? The way he said that, Contact Pro destroyed it on purpose. I agree. Facts. Bun B been straight ever since Pimp C's death. He ain't have to make no albums. You ain't see him doing no embarrassing rituals, but he's still connected to all of the elites. Why? Because he did them a favor and got rid of his homie. He got rid of his homie, man. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, Bun B was his Judas for sure, for sure. What do you think about Kanye? Another Illuminati plan. You talk about Kanye that was on his knees in the Rolls Royce, on his knees feeding billionaires spare ribs, on his eating. Remember, go Google Kanye. Kanye serves ribs and fries to billionaires. And remember Meek Mill? When Meek Mill was jumping like a bunny hopping? Yeah, that's the man, watch. Hold on. I'm about to go in here. Oh man, hold on. They hating. They hating. Oh, let me go on. Let me go on the images, man. Here you go right here. The Daily Mail. Boom. Kim Kardashian. Let me visit. Kim Kardashian. Rib, ribs and fries. I can see if I can get the video. But it says ribs and fries. Kim Kardashian reveals she has broken Atkins diet to munch on naughty foods with designer pal before the Vogue event. And so Kanye is on his knees. I won't find it. Kanye is on his knees. All right, so boom. This is Kanye hands right here. The billionaire Vogue nigga is in the Rolls Royce eating French fries and ribs while Kanye is holding it, and Kanye is the table. So what do I think about Kanye? The same thing I think about the rest of them. He ain't nothing but a puppet. Here you go right here. Hold up. Here you go right here. Bye, Ron. Really hold up. I wanna put. Hold on. Damn, let me pause it. Come on, man. If I pause it, if I herb him, I'm herb and resume it. But if you see it, the first part says bye Rome. Keep telling you about Rome. Here you go. Bye Rome. You see it? So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yeah, I love my look tonight. Wally, Peter. You guys, scarf or like hanging or as a choker. Runway this season, he does it all scarves. So big deal. It's my staple tonight. So boom. That's what I feel about Kanye. Kanye got on his knees. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? Kanye, Kanye is with the boule. Okay, that's what I think about Kanye. Mr. Yeezus is not. Mr. Yeezus is 100% definitely with Jesus, milking Jesus to be exact. Why you think he opened a church and called it a Sunday service? Who you think he doing that for? Why you think his breakout song was Jesus Walks? Who do you know who Jesus really is? Why would the devil? Why would a devil like Kanye come out with a song like Jesus Walks? Because he knows who Jesus really is. And beyond shadow of a doubt, Jesus ain't nothing but another mask of the sixth planet from the sun. Okay? Wait a minute. I got some more. I got some more info. Hold on. Let me see. Go back. Hold on. Go back to the Unc real quick. Oh, hold up. Because you don't usually call me. Hold up. He said so. I ain't here fighting with him. I found out where you were. You know what my people do? I found out where he lived. He pulled up, and I waited till security left. He told me what time they leave together. And I pulled up and knocked on his door. That makes sense. Why he knows so much. I said, we need to have a conversation. I apologized to his family, but he saw I was by myself. So I'm here. You gotta look at him. You gotta see him. You gotta see him. And I remember you telling me what. Believe the things he's saying and doing. He's doing it with antics, but it's true because you say you grew up under the same something. He ain't supposed to be saying that shit though. You scared him. Unc got scared. Unc scared. I grew up on the third. He said I grew up on the third floor. He grew up on the second floor of the psych ward apartment building. Which prison ward? Remember, he's from where? St. Louis. Where's Rashad Jamal from? Don't 607 Onk look like he could be like a Rashad Jamal imitation? Rashad Jamal, St. Louis. 607 Onk, St. Louis. Called me a politician, and he knows that, man. Anybody that lives in the castle in St. Louis knows it's a haunted building. They take children and make up monsters. But why did you say? He said they take children and make us monsters. Well, how do you become monsters if they take you? Because y'all do horrible, unspeakable acts to these little people. Horrible, unspeakable acts. And you think my magic gonna miss him? It ain't gonna miss him. They're just trying to save face. This is the way that they brag about what they. This is the number one way that they brag about what they do. They do it in plain sight, right in your face, and let you know what they do, and make it look like a conspiracy theory. He doesn't. He don't do that to children, though. Yes, he does. And he used to kiss them and bite them in their face when they was young. Fuck, stop playing with me. Man, you stop playing with me. Look at him face. Look at him. He cool. He calm. What do you mean? But what that means? Listen, no. Verb just looking for some clout. Oh, yeah. When he gonna zone out? Zone out. I got it. All they did was remove Rashad Jamal and replace Rashad. Cause remember, it was my magic that put Rashad Jamal in jail. Don't believe that conspiracy theory about he was telling too much truth, so they threw him in jail. No, he was working well for them. He was leading y'all to a path. He was leading y'all down a path to hell for them. My magic got him busted for messing with them. Remember, and all of these sucker ducker cluckers, all of these sucker ducker cluckers got some type of rumor or history or some type of track record with misbehaving with children. Remember that. Remember that. I believe, listen, ain't no little 12-year-old girl about to come to court and get on the stand and testify that you raped her and she lying. 12-year-old girls ain't doing it. I believe that little girl. That little girl said you did that. I believe you did that. Brother Polite, that little girl said you did that. I believe that little girl. The girl that ratted on see, y'all keep forgetting. Y'all keep on talking about Rashad Jamal this, Rashad Jamal that. Just go look up the records. Rashad Jamal had a young lady come to court and testify, point him out on the stand, and said that he is a PDF. Period. Period. All of that other smoke and mirror stuff that they're trying to run on y'all, that's a lie. That is called cleanup on aisle 3. That's all they did. But Rashad Jamal is just a replacement for 607 on. Rashad Jamal, he claimed he's from Chicago. We don't see none of the hitters. He claimed he's from Chicago. Why we didn't see none of the hitters from Chicago with Jamal? Right? You ain't never see no real hitters. You ain't never hear no real hitters from Chicago speak on Jamal. None. We ain't never see Jamal in none of the trenches of Chicago talking about, yeah, I'm from off this block. Why he didn't, if he's from Chicago, why didn't he reach back to Chicago? The only time we used to see Rashad Jamal is when he used to, from either inside his house or he was pulling antics in grocery stores. Oh, they following me in the grocery store and they racial profiling me and woo. Why? He had to set up the stage in case he go to jail. So what he did was he created a series of videos that made it look like the police and the powers that be were after him. So if he do go to jail, y'all be like, free Rashad Jamal. They got him in there. He's a political prisoner. Da 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 da. No, man. Why y'all keep on denying the fact that a 13-year-old girl came to court, pointed him out in the court of law, and said that he raped her? Everybody won't ride Rashad Jamal cock until the truth come out. And I remember when I did that. I remember when I did a whole live on Rashad Jamal, And I see he doing the Q dog pose. He was doing like this, doing the Q dog pose. Y'all remember? Y'all remember that had like one of the most views on Dwayne McClain TV channel when I exposed Rashad Jamal? Magical hit list continues, bro. So understanding what's going on in this game, and you'll see how no, it's really magical spells being played right in front of your face, but you think it's just regular dudes who coming up. No, bro. You know regular dudes. Listen, if that was the case, you ready? One of them would have made it through. One, bro, all of them fell off. All of them. Listen, let's look at the list. Let's look at the list. Hold on. Let's look at the list. All of them fell off, bro. Boom. If you go down this list, hold up. Let me turn this to the side. Let me cut the rotation lock off. Boom. If you look at this list, all of them, all of them fell off. Onk is the new punk that they're trying to. Uh, Onk and Charleston White are the two new punks that they're trying to, but they're too belligerent and they're too vulgar and they're too unlikable to lead black people. So they're waiting on the next one to come up. Now I already know the next one to come up, but y'all ain't gonna be able to sack. Y'all ain't gonna be able to buy me because I'm with the great grand holy mother, and y'all already know what's up with me. But the uh Pharaoh and Umar were the top leading prospects. Pharaoh and Umar were the top leading prospects of leading us, the black community. And they dropped the ball horribly and miserably. Now, on one end, I think it's an overall elite plan. On one end, I think it's an overall elite plan. I thank y'all for being here with me, man. We got so many people in here at 2:15 in the morning, man. We hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the super chat, man. Man, show some love to the DMTV2 family. We in here on a Saturday night live. Saturday is really Sunday morning. You understand me? But uh I really think this is one of the things that I really think. I think that they take pre-selected black men, put them in position of black consciousness power, especially if they're articulate and they can speak well. Brother Polite can speak very well. Dr. Umar can speak very well. Young Pharaoh can speak very well. Who else on here could speak very well that's not cringe to listen to? Uh that's about it. Everybody else everybody else can't speak that well. But and Pharaoh, Umar and Pharaoh can speak very well. They are very well spoken. They are very well spoken, bro. So at the end of the day, you have to analyze the facts. And the facts is this. COINTELPRO, the FBI sanctioned, government sanctioned program to dismantle, disrupt, and destroy black people from within their own organizations and from within their own black spiritual movements is still alive and well today. It just moved to the internet. And what they do is they pre-select these black people, right? They pre-select these black, well-speaking, knowledgeable brothers, and they groom them to be viral black conscious leaders. Now, what happens is they know for a fact that they are playing a fraudulent part. They know for a fact they're not going to lead black people nowhere. They know for a fact that it's all a game. But even in that, they still get addicted to the fame. They still get addicted to the money. They still get addicted to the attention and the power. And sometimes, even while they know they're playing a role, sometimes that power will still go to their head, and they'll be them pull the Tupac. Tupac is the perfect example of a soft ass kid playing like a street nigga. Tupac was a ballet ballerina. Go look at Tupac's teenage videos. Wasn't nothing treacherous or evil about Tupac. Tupac played that role. Tupac played that one movie role in Juice. And after Tupac played that one movie role in Juice, he stayed in character for the rest of his career, and all of us and died. Right now, this is what I be feeling. This is what I be feeling like. If Tupac really expired, like y'all say, why y'all didn't have a funeral for him like y'all did Biggie? Biggie, you was able to go to Biggie's funeral and see the open casket. Uh, what that boy name is that died in Florida? I forgot his name right now. With the dude that got the dang Ace Young and Little Enemy that died in Florida. They called him down bad. I forgot his name right now. Dang, I forgot him. But he had an open casket. Who else just recently died? Another celebrity just recently died and had an open casket. But see, you see when they hit you with that closed casket bull crap, and Julio had an open casket. You was able to see Julio dead as a doorknob in the casket. Were you able to see Kobe in the casket? Nope. Were you able to see Tupac in the casket? Nope. Were you able to see uh what his name? What his name is? Michael Jackson. Did you see Michael Jackson in the casket? Nope. Did you see Prince in his casket? Nope. They all come for an appointed time. It's a COINTELPRO CIA program, and I feel like it's a part of the milk. It's a part of the overall Milk and Jesus Savior program. Why? Because we religion has given us this Messiah complex, so we're always on the look for who's going to be the next Jesus to get crucified to the cross, right? We're always on the look out for who's going to be the next black leader, who's going to be the next black person to lead us to here, lead us to there, do this and do that. But what happens is they plant and put their pick of who they want to fake lead black people, right? And then they strategically make sure that this person falls from grace to perpetually show that black men ain't shit. They gotta keep on showing the world that black men aren't anything. And the way that they show the world that black men aren't anything is they keep putting these plant black men in front of your face, right? And then these plant black men come and do their time. And after they do their time, they kill their character off, just like any other TV show. Like for instance, with BMF, right? uh Big Meech's son, Lil Meech. Lil Meech ain't gonna be on BMF no more, right? And they about to replace him with another Lil Meech. Or another character. They about to replace Lil Meech with another character to continue the show going because the ratings are just going crazy through the roof, so they can't stop the show, right? But 50 Cent on some beef, woo woo. But all of that stuff is WWE, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, the Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage, Ric Flair, WWE antics. Now just remember, just take the WWE formula and apply it to rap. Now you see why niggas is always beefing. Oh yeah. Look, just imagine, instead of them beefing like doing like Hulk Hogan and them doing, oh yeah, I'm gonna rip him to shreds and da 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 da, they get on track. I don't never lie. And remember that beef between Drake and Kendrick was an orchestrated beef. I don't believe that that was an organic, natural beef. I feel like that was something to give, that was a beef to give to the culture to keep us distracted for a time being while certain things were happening. Do that cup, that 6 or 7 home represent the Joker? Yeah, that skull cup. Yeah, well, you never know what he got in that cup. He probably got that chrome in the cup and drinking it right in front of your face. You don't even know you ain't never seen what was in the cup. You don't know what's in it. This jar is transparent. We don't know what's in that cup. We don't know what's in that cup. We don't know what's in that cup. But remember, the Joker is the Joker, aka the court jester, is the only member of the court that can speak the truth to the king without getting killed. In medieval days, if you spoke truth to the king, if you told the king, nigga, you funky, you were getting hanged. You were getting hanged. You were out of there. The only person that can tell the king that he was funky was the court jester, aka the comedian. Why you think comedians are the ones who are allowed to tell the truth? Cat Williams, comedian, telling the truth. Who else? What other? What his name is? The dude Cat Williams beefing with Ali Sadiq. Ali Sadiq, comedian, telling the truth, right? T.K. Kirkland, comedian, telling the truth. Corey Holcomb, comedian, telling the truth. They all with it. The jokers or the jesters, they are the only ones that can tell the truth without any punishment repercussions from the cult. They are the only ones that can really, really, really tell the truth. And even they can't fully just blurt out the real facts, but they are the closest to the truth you're going to get because they tell the truth through jokes. And it is perfectly fine to put the truth in plain sight, especially if you're putting it in a joke. Okay? So they tell the truth through jokes, and this is how they keep their karma clean because once they tell you the truth, even if they're joking about it, it is up to you to either take it seriously or take it at face value and just think it's just a good joke. But they are going to tell you 100% blunt, force, honest truth. And it's up to you to decipher between what you're going to do about it or what you're not going to do about it. But one thing they're going to do, they're going to put the truth in plain sight right there for that ass. They're going to put the truth in plain sight right there on you. You feel me? So understand that, and you will get a deeper perspective into, man, we in the building. We in the building, man. We got, man, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. We are in the building. The shenanigans are in the building. All right? So boom. Here goes 607 admitting that he's a witch. Witchcraft as well? So do you practice witchcraft as well or what?
Yeah, I'm a witch. No. But nothing wrong with being a witch. I do voodoo, right? This is what we do. We've been doing this, right? This is how you control the world. Why are you in the world that's spiritual when you don't use magic? Well, is magic even magic? Magic is science, gang.
So do you practice witchcraft as well or what? Who that nigga sound like, y'all? Who on sound like, bro? With no black man on the face of the internet talking this magic shit before me, bro. When nobody on these people internet talking this magic shit before me, income 607 on. All he did was watch my videos and parody. All he did was parody, try to parody me. Once again, here you go.
Yeah, I'm a witch. No. But nothing wrong with being a witch. I do voodoo, right? This is what we do. We've been doing this, right? This is how you control the world. Why are you in the world that's spiritual when you don't use magic? Well, is magic even magic? Magic is science, gang. So do you practice witchcraft as well?
So once again, these dudes be jocking my style, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Look, you don't believe me? All these dudes, hold on, I just hear all these dudes jocking a nigga style, bro. Let me find his 607 on. Let me find his Charleston White. Boom. Charleston White been saying a player name, bro. Hold on. I remember when Charleston White was first coming out, and I paid him to be his sponsor. I paid to sponsor him so he could promote Miracle Food and Miracle Tea, bro. Wait a minute, let me find it real quick. Where is it at? Let me see. My shotgun, my pen collection. Oh man, I gotta find it real quick. Where is my? I'm looking for my chakra doctor folder real quick in this phone. And I can't find my chakra doctor. I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it popping. Hold on, man. But you can see. You can see when he says chakra doctor. Like boom. Uh, I was one of Charleston White's first. I was one of Charleston White's. Yeah, he said. Oh boy, said he specialized in magical war and he specializes in spells. I'm gonna bring that back up. I'm gonna bring that back up. But hold on, let me find. Where's the chakra doctor folder in your phone for my Dang it. Let me see if this is.
The Money Magic Library by Chakra Doctor is the world's.
That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Man, I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna find it before I get off here. But he said, but I'm gonna rewind that when he says he this is a magical war, and he specialized and Unc specializes in spells. He specializes in. Hold on. Wait, slow down. Castle Park Apartments is a site. Look it up. Look it up. It's in St. Louis. So what you mean by take the souls of children? But why are you talking about that shit, bro? Y'all, look, what? They took us in, y'all, and they trained us in war. He specializes in spells. All y'all around him, he's praying on y'all souls. Y'all life is gonna be fucked up. Gang, stop playing with me. See? He specializes in spells. All of them are trained for war, and he specializes in spells. So he let you know this is a spiritual. This is a spiritual war, and I don't know why I can't find. Hold on, let me go to albums. Share it. There we go. Boom. Let me find my chakra doctor joint. Let me see.
Activate your divine.
Oh, let me see. 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 Chakra doctor. Oh, here you go. Let me I think this is it. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. All right, here you go. Oh, look, he. But this when he was broken. He didn't have all that. This when he was broken. He didn't sell it. He didn't fully sell his soul yet. But here you go, right here. Hold up. Look. Let me turn it up. Chakra doctor. Chakra doctor. Chakra. Boom. He was reason how I got that clip where he said chakra doctor because he was literally on air online reading my email that I sent to him to be his sponsor. You feel me? So me and him was about to. That's how I even ended up. I don't know if y'all was following my journey, but that's how I even ended up in Texas because of him. And then he reneged on me in Texas, and that's how I started doing my ministry in Texas. But yeah, bro, they all plants, bro. I tried to collab with all these dudes, bro. Do you know that all these dudes are just the same? They are very, very, very secretive, and if you are trying to, if you have any kind of good movie, if you got any kind of good movement going on, good motion going on, and you trying to, and why you think all these black conscious people in the community don't none of them collab and get together? Don't none of them collab and get together? Why? Why? Tell me why? Cause they are they are under oath to keep the black community divided through beef. This is why y'all not supposed to eat beef. You eat beef, you're gonna end up with beef in these streets. I'm telling you, beef is what's for dinner. Yes, keep eating beef. Show me a person that's wilding out. Show me a person that's wilding out in life, and I'll show you a person that's straight on that's on that straight up hormone meat. Yeah, they all controlled, brother. They're all controlled. They're all with the shits. They're all with the whoop de woo. So at the end of the day, bro, you have to number one become self-initiated into the craft. Right? My program is a self-initiation program. The books, the literature, the exercises, everything is going to need everything that you do You have to do it yourself and be the consistent force in your own life that practices the magic and makes the magic work for you. Nobody, this is not no wham bam, thank you, ma'am, abracadabra. Nah. This is day in, day out, consistency, every day, no days off, keep on going until you hit success. Until you hit success and you see yourself being where you saw you and you end up being where you've been seeing yourself at. You've been seeing yourself doing this and that. Don't stop until you get there. If you're not there where you see yourself at, then keep going. Don't stop and don't let the little victories stop you from traveling and don't stop you from moving and keep on moving. Cause a lot of people get a little victory and they won't stop and do a victory lap. No, don't do no victory lap. Get the victory and train for the next victory and train for the next victory and train for the next victory. And the victories don't stop, man. Winning don't stop. Winning is perpetual. Do you know that once you enter into the perpetual win state, even your losses become wins? You know that? Once you enter into because at first it'd be like, when you first start off, it'd be like lose, 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 win. Lose, 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 win. Lose, 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 win. Lose, 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 win. Lose, 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 win. Lose, 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 win. Lose, lose, win, 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 lose. Win, 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 lose, but it's really a win. Win 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 win. All I do is win 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 no matter what. That's how that go. But the only way you get there is through consistency, 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 consistency. 365 days of the year, no days off. Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. You ain't even peep that when you say you got 6 jobs representing the sixth planet away from the sun. So, analyzing what's going on in this game, and you will be able to easily see what happened to the Black conscious community. We was behind the scenes doing Harry Potter, abracadabra. Niggas just got here. That's all. Niggas just got here. That's all. Who will be next? Do you think that Dr. Umar will sell the school? I don't even believe he ever had a school to begin with. I don't believe that Dr. Umar had a school to begin with. I think that shit is all a Freemasonic front to siphon money from the black community and keep us in hopes of a school that will never be built. Doc, what you think about the people who be saying magic is evil? The majority of people who say magic is evil are actually the evil magician telling you that magic is evil so that you don't practice it and that you don't practice it on them, but they can practice it on you. The people who say magic is evil are milking Jesus. But guess what? Even the milking Jesus people practicing magic because they believe in an invisible deity. They like candles to this invisible deity. They pray to this invisible deity. When something good in physical life happens to them, they blame it on this invisible deity. And then if you say anything contrary to what they believe in about this invisible deity, Christians will turn evil on you. They will become evil on you. So just think about that while you are delving on. Man, Christianity is the biggest magic on the face of the planet. In the Bible, do you know they got unicorn? Do you know they mention unicorns in the Bible? That's magic. You can't find unicorns nowhere but in magical myths. Do you know they talk about dragons in the Bible? That's magic. They got angels in the Bible. That's magic. Demons in the Bible. That's magic. You got talking donkeys. This is where Shrek comes from with the talking donkey. And Shrek is an ogre, but Eddie Murphy is the talking donkey. Where did that talking donkey come from? The Bible is called Balaam's talking donkey. So they got talking donkeys in the Bible. Jonah and the whale. A whale swallows a man for 3 days. No man can survive a whale swallowing them for 3 days. But this man survived the well swallowing him for 3 days and then the well spit him back up. Hmm? People die, come back to life. People die for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, come back to life. Okay. Y'all, the Bible is the biggest magical book on the face of the planet. Excuse me. The Bible is the biggest magical book on the face of the planet. And if you don't see that, then you need to wake up. You need to take you some red pill, wake the fuck up, get off that milk, get off that Jesus. Understand that greater is he that lives in me than he that lives in the world. Who is he? Your chakras are your Christ being. The God in you are called chakras. These chakras need to be activated. Once you start activating your chakras, once you start activating your chakras and getting confident in the feeling that you get from activating your chakras, then move into the magic and the sorcery. Because the magic, and I suggest you activate your chakras and have a wonderful relationship with your chakras first. That way, when you start practicing the magic and the sorcery, the shit won't drive you crazy. It won't drive you insane. It won't you won't have any karmic kickback to it because you are activating and feeding the magic with your chakras. Yeah, it's mostly people who be into Jesus heavy. And remember, most people who are into Jesus heavy know that Jesus is really the son of Satan, aka Saturn, and know that it is just another way to worship Rome. Why do you think the biggest church on the face of the planet is a Roman Catholic church? Is the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican. The Vatican is the biggest is the biggest religious institute on the face of the planet Earth, and they have the biggest track record for crime against little people. They have the biggest track record. Don't nobody commit crimes against little people more than the Catholic Church. And it is proven because just this month or last month, they just found 800 little people buried on Catholic grounds. They just found 800 babies on Catholic grounds buried. And y'all don't think, and y'all still don't think that's magic? These dudes, why you think these dudes so perverted? They take a vow of celibacy. Go Google it. I'm gonna Google it right now. 800 children found. 800 children found. What happened with the 800 children bodies that they found buried recently?
So it looks like you're referring to the recent excavation in Tuam, Ireland. Basically, they've started to officially dig up the remains of around 800 children who were buried at a former church-run home. This whole situation actually came to light a few years ago, but now they're working on identifying the children and giving them a proper, dignified reburial. It's definitely a pretty solemn and important effort.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. If you have any more questions, just let me know.
Any questions? I was like, you can't make this. You can't make it up, man. You can't make it up, bro. It's all in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding, bro. The proof is in the pudding. All you gotta do is get you some Chat GBT. All you gotta do is get you some Google. Get you some Google Gemini, VO3, one of them. Admin, get one of them AI apps. It don't matter which one you get, and go to work. And I guarantee you, you're gonna find a whole bunch of evidence that proves that Saturn is actually the god of the Bible. Is Saturn really the god of the Bible in disguise?
That's a pretty interesting and definitely a bit of a conspiratorial question. In some esoteric or occult circles, people do make connections between Saturn and certain biblical themes. The idea is that Saturn, associated with time and cycles, might have been symbolically linked to certain stern, law-giving aspects of divinity. But from a mainstream historical or theological standpoint, there's no real evidence that Saturn is secretly the god of the Bible.
She said from the mainstream, you're not gonna find the truth in the mainstream. You will always find the truth in the hidden sectors. And I appreciate the advice you give. You open my eyes to a whole lot of these puppets, especially the gestures and symbols to spot them. Hell yeah, man. Oh man. 85%, remember this here. 85% of all language is nonverbal. 85% of all language is nonverbal. I'll repeat it again. 85% of all language is nonverbal, which means the majority of when they speaking these signs and they speaking these symbols, it's a whole lingo. If I'm not mistaken, uh Drake had a song, man. Drake had a song about the language. I think it was Young Thug or Drake had a song. Speaking of Young Thug, what's going on with him? What's going on with him, bro? He done beat the case, came home, and all he do is like to tweet about Gunna. What's going on with that? All he like to do is tweet about Gunna, and this how you know it was a punishment. This how you know that trial he went through was a distraction and a punishment at the same time. Because when he came home from jail, he had to constantly for so long he had to constantly wear a mask, right? They got this viral video going around about him, a viral photo of him and his son. His son looking like Gumby. Yeah, he washed up, man. Nobody don't even want to look. A Young Thug is out of there. Nobody don't want to listen to no Young Thug no more. After he came home big as a house. Then Thugger came home big as a house. No, he literally washed up. That boy, how you skinny with a pot belly? That don't look good on skinny, man. Skinny people with pot bellies, y'all need to get in the gym. Skinny people with pot bellies, y'all need to get in the gym. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Period. Skinny people with pot bellies, y'all need to get in the gym. That boy, Young Thugger, got a cold-blooded pot belly like Lil Wayne. He's following after his idol. Remember, he love him some Lil Wayne now. He following after his idol. But I just wanted to hit y'all with that, bro. I didn't mean to stay on that long. You already know I always say that. I didn't mean to stay on that long, but make sure y'all visit the website, get the ebooks, get the money, man, get the money. Everything is in the link in the description. Go holler at the Money Magic Library, man, and get y'all some Money Magic books. Increase y'all wealth, increase your life, increase your good luck, your fortune, and all of the financial improvement that you need. Make sure you get you some miracle tea. Make sure you get you some miracle food. Make sure you get you some hop into the mentorship program. I do give free consultations. So all you gotta do is text or call the number at the bottom. And sorry. All you gotta do, let me see. Catch me on Instagram, catch me on one of these social medias and follow the stuff at the bottom. And make sure you hit the Cash App right here. You see that Cash App? Make sure you hit the Cash App, Dwayne Cash App. Make sure you Chakra the Cash App. Free consultation. And last but not least, make sure you buy the Black Q Codex. Saturn Exposed, Sovereignty Restored. 250 pages of straight work that I give you. They took his 100 acres of land and most of his money. Yeah, man. He tripping. They took his land and most of his money, and you still and you don't want to hook up with Gunner? Nigga, Gunner, if it wasn't for Gunner, you'll be broke. The only reason why he not broke because he got Gunner. Ain't that something? The same nigga who you blaming on for ratting you out and this, that, and the third, he is the one that's keeping he is the only one keeping your record label, YSL, afloat. Cause y'all ain't got no more talent on there that's doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. I guess he finished. I guess he's in the rose in the rings and he ain't gotta wear dresses no more. Um, but yeah. It's crazy out here in these people's streets, man. So what happened to the black conscious community? Man, the black conscious community is dead. It's dead. Um, I'll be the first to say that. Ain't nothing in the black conscious community. Ain't nothing but some frauds. Ain't nothing but some frauds and broads. Frauds and broads in the black conscious community. In order for you to, if you want to be successful in the black conscious community, you're gonna have to lie. And that ain't never been me. I'm gonna always give you this great grand holy mother shit all day, every day, bro. So until next time, man. Matter of fact, next time. Oh, speaking of which, y'all make sure y'all make it out for my. Y'all make sure y'all make it out for my first church sermon. My first Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine sermon, which will be today on Sunday or next Sunday. I don't know because I done spent a lot of time on here. It will be today or on next to this Sunday or next Sunday, depending. We had a great live. I'm glad y'all tuned in. We're gonna start. I'm gonna start hitting y'all. I'm gonna start hitting y'all around this time every Saturday. Every Saturday at 11. Every Saturday at about 11:45. We gonna get it in and get that late night in. You feel me? Get y'all smoke, get y'all drink, get y'all thinking caps on, and we're gonna start hitting that Saturday night at 11, Saturday night at 11:30, 11:45 joint, and we're gonna keep it getting it. Until next time, man. Hold on. How Dwayne McClanny? Y'all be blessed, man. It's the boy Dwayne McClanny. I'm out. He be saying it so fast. Y'all be blessed, y'all be safe, man. Dwayne McClanny, I'm out. I'm like, man, what the fuck he be saying? Yeah, Dr. Umar scammer. He never bought a school to begin with. Yeah, he ain't never bought no school to begin with, bro. Be easy, y'all. I'll check y'all later.